jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
What's good, WCS? Back in the building on the boulevard. Salute to the supporters as always, man. Yeah, I wanted to hurry up and get this news out because people be taking me for granted. You know what I'm saying? I was the first one to break the news that Hector Garcia would be the next opponent for Gervonta Davis. So therefore, if you look at my description on YouTube, I pretty much put it out there, man. It ain't nothing to me. It's no sweat to me. I try to put the news out there for you. You know what I'm saying? I told you Tank will be fighting Hector Garcia, and people want to talk about Los Santos and everything. That's all I could do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Drop the gems. It's up to people to believe it. You know, they want to look at the dang subs and all this shit. Hey, man, all it takes is a phone call. I told y'all. And it's official. I got the motherfucking flyer. Everybody else can tag along and release the information. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. You already know what it is. It's going down. Tank Davis, January 7th. Yes, Hector Garcia is moving up from 130 to face Tank Davis in DMV. Like I said, shawty, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I try to drop the jewels out there so people can shine right along with me. But, you know, they don't want to get no credit. They think it's not, you know what I'm saying? They think it's not true. I put it out there, man. What else you want me to do? I told y'all what it was. You know, so check this out. Now that you know that this fight between Tank Davis is going to be January 7th, Showtime pay-per-view. Okay, I put the details in there also for the supporters. I put the details over there so y'all can get a hold of that. So just look on, you know, the details when the pre-sales are going to begin. All right, I put where the pre-sales is going to begin on Tuesday. Tickets on sale Wednesday for the showdown between boxing superstar Gervonta Davis and unbeaten world champion Hector Luis Garcia. This is going down Saturday, January 7th, Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C., live on Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Listen, WBA lightweight champion Davis defends belt against dangerous fellow champion Hector Luis Garcia with mega fight against unbeaten star Ryan Garcia up next. Now, the thing about these fights that's up next, it takes me back to Canelo Alvarez and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., you know what I'm saying, where they already had Canelo signed to fight Gennady. So a lot of people looked at that fight as, well, we know who's going to win this fight. And sure enough, Canelo pretty much banged him around for 12 rounds like a punching bag. And then right when the fight was over, Gennady went into the ring. And you already know what it is, those of you hardcore boxing fans. You already know what it is. They announced the fight. Okay. WCS going to drop some more news to you. All right? I got to wait till the building fill up a little bit more because I can't be dropping these gems like this and y'all take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? This is not my career, but I have no problem dropping some gems on. I tell you, hey, my contact's solid now. My triple OG solid. He be dropping some damn news on me, and I just be putting it out there, and people like, nah, y'all better start paying attention. I put the shit out there. I told you Hector Garcia would be facing Gervonta Davis, nobody else, and I even put possible out there too. You know what I'm saying? Like I was playing spades. I got 6 on the possible. I put the news out there, but I got some more news for you right now too. I got another gem, but I can't do this with only 5 people in the building. Big Blunts, what's good? I can't do this with just five people in the building. I got to wait till some more people. I got some more news on this. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. You already know what it is. Big news, like I said, breaking Tank Davis versus Hector Garcia, January 7th. You know what I'm saying? Going down to DMV. It's not all about being first to me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm right, I'll take it. You feel me? You know, I'm not too serious about, you know, trying to convince people some of the news I put out. Hey, you better, you listen up. Listen up. You might want to listen up to what I'm saying. And then I see the ones who ran with Hector Garcia. Didn't get no credit. I get it. I'm going to give you something else they can run with too. You know what I'm saying? It's official. Yo, it's official, bro. It's official. Man, Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease, on deck with it. What's good? Salute at Big Bunts Unboxing, WCS, my brothers. Salute to you, Gumbo. Hey, Gumbo, I tried to tell him. I tried to drop the news yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I tried to put the news out there the other day that he would be facing Hector Garcia, man. You know, I tried to put the news out there. I tried to tell him, hey, he going to be facing Hector Garcia. Ding, ding. Now it's made official. For those of you that want to go, I put the information for the pre-sale tickets using code BOXING. I'm helping out my listeners, man. I'm trying to help y'all out. I put it out there for you. I put the word out, and also I put the details, you know, in the description on YouTube where you can get your tickets, pre-sale tickets, use code BOXING. So Big Blunts, you plan on rolling down for Be More and getting it in and stepping to see the tank in action as you go in there and fight tough opposition. Hector Garcia, go ahead and do that, man. I'm trying to help my audience out. I'm giving you the preamble. That's all I can do. I can give you the preamble. It's all about what you want to do with it. I told y'all. I told you. Yeah, I'm gonna sit up here and say I did, because I know I did. I made sure I look around and see everybody. I looked around on people's channel. I was like, let me see who got this news out there. Nobody had the news out there. So I broke it. Then somebody else put it out there. Didn't want to give me no credit. Then somebody else put it out there. I said, all right, cool. It's all good. It's all good. But I'm about to give you some more news too that I know that's not out there yet. All right, Max, what's good? Tank don't need no tune-ups. He prime for prime. He don't need no tune-up, but it's a pretty good payday to get him jump-started for 23 there, Max. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? The man fought once in 22. You know what I'm saying? He fought Rolly Romero. He had one fight this year. They starting off this man in 2023 to get him, you know, acclimated, to get him 2 on the roster. Early semester, January, early semester in the DMV, right down the street from freaking Blunts. You know what I'm saying? And then I got some more news after that. On his next fight. I got some more news on his next fight, shawty. Tyrese, what's good? Tank taking a tune-up like EJ and Bud. I don't know if this is a tune-up, man. I don't know if we're going to sit up here and disrespect him like that, Tyrese. I don't think we're going to do that, shawty. We're not going to say Hector Garcia is a tune-up. This dude right here can box, man. I'm not saying he ain't going to get, you know, that work. I'm not saying he ain't going to get that work. But Hector Garcia is solid, bro. Solid. He's solid, man. Mr. Gumbo say WCS, they too busy hating. Hey, that's what I'm trying to say. They don't take me. I'm telling you, look, my Triple OG solid, bro. He been in the game for a long time. We communicate often. He ain't never let me down, bro. He's solid with the news. I just try to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? I try to put it out there. That 25 million was involved, you know, with this situation, you know, with Errol Spence and Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was trying to negotiate this, that, and the other. I try to put the shit out there. I try to put that information out there about 65-35, you know. But I'm not gonna, you know, just put it out there where people say, oh man, and don't believe that shit. That don't even sound right. I try to tell people that they was trying to give Crawford what? Below 40%, right? I put the thumbnail out there. Don't let me retrieve the thumbnail. I put the thumbnail out there, but people didn't want to. I say, hey, listen, they ain't trying to give him 60-40. And then what did I put? Let me remind y'all of what I put out there. I said on his own terms, right? His terms, not yours. Did I not put it out there? I put it out there way ahead of time. That's all I'm saying. So the good news is it's official. It's out. You know what I'm saying? Well, for me, I've known about it already. But Hector Garcia is going down with Tank Davis January 7th. All right? All right? Breaking news. Don't say I didn't tell y'all. Jamal Neasy on deck. What's good? What's good? I'm still at work listening to you round 2. Let's go, bro. What's good? Appreciate you. Neasy in the building. Michael Johnson Boston talking more on deck. Tank gonna knock that boy out. Yeah, I can't say he might not, but you know, if Hector Garcia coming there trying to fight him like he did Chris Colbert, it will be interesting. I want to see what his chin like. Real talk. I want to see what his chin like, Hector Garcia. And then he's moving up. I want to see if that chin move up with him. I hope that chin don't stay at 130 now. I hope that chin move up with him. DJ 7 on deck. What's good with it? WCS in the chat. D Young, you said it last night, was Hector Garcia. I put it out there, bro. I put it out there. And I knew, and you know, I seen who was going live and dropping the news. I never said Dos Santos. I never said Santos at all. Never. I never said Santos. I told you all possibly he fighting Hector Garcia. I didn't put any other names out there or anything. You know what I'm saying? I told you what it was. So, let me put out some other info, right? Let me tell you something. So I want somebody, before I drop this, okay? I want to get clarity on what y'all know already. Because I just don't want people up here saying, well, that's been out there already. Okay. So Gervonta Davis facing Hector Garcia January. That's official, right? In the DMV. So somebody tell me, what have you heard thus far on Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight? What have y'all heard? Just put it in the chat. What have you heard? What have you heard on the next fight? You know, Gervonta Davis defeats Hector Garcia, him and Ryan Garcia, who's in the thumbnail. What have you heard about them? Because this is how you got to do it. You can't just drop gems out there and people be like, that was already out there. So I want to hear from my listeners, right? What have y'all heard already? Mark Nash, what's good? Salute. Smash the like on the way in the room. No doubt. Nobody said De La Son. Oh, yes, somebody did, brother. I ain't talking about you. Oh, yes, they did. Don't let me get the receipt on you now. Don't let me get the receipt on you, Blunts. Don't let me get the receipt on you, bro. You know how I surf through this mug, right? You know how I surf through here now? Come on, don't do that. I'm not just making shit up, bro. I'm not making shit up. You don't want me to get the receipt, do you? I'm just saying, you don't want me to get the receipt. That'd be too easy. Can y'all please, tell me? You know what I'm saying? Can y'all let me know? Answer to my question. I would truly appreciate it. I would truly appreciate it. Let me know what you've heard so far. I would truly appreciate it. 'Cause I just want to make sure what type of time I'm on. That's all. I just want to see what y'all know out there. That's all. Let me give y'all a little time. Just let me know. You want me to drop that receipt, Blunts? You want to put some money? I got a receipt. Cause y'all think I be joking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be taking me for granted sometime. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all gotta hear it from your favorite channel or whatever, but you say nobody said it. You wanna put some money on it right quick. You want to put 50 on it right quick. Let me know, shawty. I give you what you want, Bunts. I give you what you want, bro. You want to put something on it right quick? Cause you know how I be goddamn surfing these motherfucking waves on this social media shit, dog. Do you want to put some money on it? Just let me know. Let me know, shawty. I put Hector Garcia out there solo dolo. I didn't say nothing without De Los Santos. I wasn't talking that Gary Russell. I said Gary Russell is not in line, shawty. Gary Russell ain't coming out here fighting he's still nursing his shit. When y'all gonna come on, man? What more do I have to do, dog? What more needs to be done? Just because I don't sit up here and do a pretty thumbnail all the time. You wanna put some money on it right quick, Blunts? You talking about nobody said that? You wanna put some money on the shawty? You know how I get down, man. You know how I get down, man. You want the dirty South today? For real. Because the South got something to say, like Andre said back in the South got something to say, bro. I put the news out there. It's Hector Garcia. I didn't put another option. I said straight up, Hector Garcia is what it is. You want to put 50 on the right quick, shot? You want to put 50 on the right quick, shot? Just let me know, man. Just let me know. Because y'all be tripping sometime. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be tripping sometime, man. Y'all don't want to get nobody their credit. I be trying to tell y'all I do it for the people. I do it for the people, man. You know what I'm saying? I told you I do it for the people, man. I put the news out there already. I made sure I go around YouTube and see who had it. You know, nobody had this shit out here. And Blunt's gonna say nobody was talking about De Los Santos. He act like I don't be doing my homework, shouty. Let's bet 50 on it right quick, that Blunt's. So we heard the Russell talk, Blunt. You know, we heard the Russell talk. I put it out there. It wasn't going to be Gary Russell. I said Hector Garcia, bro. Oh, we like paperwork parties. Okay. He said, I love a good receipt. Are you putting 50 on it or not? You want to put 50 on it? You want to put 50? I said, the bet is, Blunt said, nobody even said De Los Santos, right? And I said, okay, here's a person that's putting up their defense mechanisms. They putting up their defense mechanisms because maybe I didn't have enough people in the chat for you to believe what I was telling you. But I put the information out there early in my live, man. Check out the thumbnail. Balaj, what's good? Okay, let me show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, and you even check the timestamp when I did my live and when they did my day live. Okay, so let me put this up here so y'all know I'm not just tripping. Okay, Gervonta Davis versus Hector Garcia, Edwin De Los Santos, or Gary Russell. I didn't put that shit out. Let's be clear. I didn't put no options, Gary Russell. I never included. Everybody like trickling and running, but sometimes you just need to, listen to the small channels, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put no De Los Santos or Gary Russell Jr. out. I said the shit ain't happening. Gary Russell's not fighting, bro. He's not fighting Tank like that, just off the rip. You know what I'm saying? In his backyard, he ain't 100%. He ain't trying to go in there and have another Mark Masayo moment where he got to fight with one hand against Tank. Who's trying to do that? Hey man, I told you I had a receipt, but y'all don't take the game, man. Y'all don't take my tactics serious. I try to tell you, but listen. Hey, what have y'all heard after this fight, though? I'm about to drop another gem on you. So after this fight, Gervonta Davis and Hector Garcia, right? And let me pat myself, because I put the information out there to the people. I didn't put no options out there. I'm about to give y'all another gem too. So what have y'all heard next for Gervonta? Because I went around here and I tried to see who had the news out there already. All right, they supposed to be the ones that's connected. So I just want to hear what y'all heard. After Tank stepping there with Hector Garcia, what have y'all heard for freaking Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight? What have y'all heard? Because this is how I have to do this. Because people always want to act like I do. I search around. I be petty sometimes. I said, let me just go frolicking around the social media goddamn park. You know what I'm saying? Let me take a stroll through this mug and see what titles are which, who went live, and all that. Nobody don't know what you heard after Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia? Because I know some other ones. I know the ops. I know the ops are tuned in. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to give me credit, but I got my own credit. It's all good. But I'm about to give you another gem right now. So what have y'all heard after Tank faces Garcia? What have you heard? You haven't heard too much of anything, right? You just know. I want somebody to kind of put that info out there that's floating around. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hear what's out there already. Come on, y'all. Come on. What information have you heard for Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia? After Tank Davis go in there and fight Hector Garcia, what information do you know to be out there circulating already? Nothing? I give you like 3 minutes. If you don't put nothing in that motherfucker, that means you don't know shit. You haven't heard no news. You haven't heard nothing. You just know right now I'm dropping an official flyer. Davis Garcia, January 7th. Like I said, the Triple OG is certified in the game. Y'all never know who he is. Y'all will never know who he is. And they'll say, oh, shit, I can't believe. I guarantee you. Look, I guarantee you. Nobody on YouTube know him. I guarantee you they don't have his number. I don't care what they say. If I want to find some shit out of PBC, I can find some shit out of PBC, bro. I try to tell him. I try to show him the jacket. Shit. Shelter boy still living life and staying away from negativity. It's good to stay away from negativity. You know what I'm saying? It's good to stay away from that. But sometimes it's good to get close to it and see if there's something new that you haven't experienced in life, because you can't learn what joy is unless you've been through pain. You can't learn what joy is unless you've been through pain. You know what I'm saying? How can you know what good is if you haven't experienced the bad? If we lived in a life where it's all good, we'd never know what bad is, shawty. Sue W says you dropped them gems. We thought it was Gary Antoine Russell. I told you it wasn't no Gary Russell. Look, people didn't even know. I wasn't thinking no Gary Antoine. Hell no. People was actually thinking that it was gonna be Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? Gary Antoine Russell, wasn't at 140. He wasn't gonna get that fight. He wasn't gonna get that fight. He's gonna be. I don't know if a lot of people know, but he's gonna be probably facing Sergey Lipinets next. You know what I'm saying? Because they switched it up on him, so he may be fighting Sergey Lipinets at 140. Yeah, same Sergey Lipinets that fought Jerome Ennis. And I'm dropping some knowledge to you, right? And you know what that is, right? Gary Antoine Russell has victories over Jerome Ennis in the amateurs, multiple, right? So he got Sergey Lipinets, and Jerome Ennis stopped Lipinets in 6, right? So hey, this is a common opponent once again, and we're gonna see what it do. You feel me? We're gonna see what it do. W says you remember Vampire in Brooklyn. Evil's good, as good, and if you get some evil. I don't remember that, man. I don't remember. Real talk, bro. I don't remember. Well, remember I said last night, Espinosa stated 3 weeks ago, he don't got De Los Santos on the schedule. So we ruled out. But guess what? That means the Isaac Cruz bet is awful, G. Listen, Balance. I made the bet knowing for a fact that Isaac Cruz wasn't in the picture. I felt good about myself. I say, no one is going to tell me Isaac Cruz is going to be in the ring in January. I know for a fact he ain't. So I wasn't sweating that. And also, when I put it out today, you said nobody said De Los Santos. You must have been thinking about yourself. When I was saying, yeah, somebody did put it out there, because I searched around and see if anybody had the information out there yet. What they had about Hector Garcia. What they had about Hector Garcia. What is it? And I didn't see it. I didn't put any Gary Russells out there. I wasn't running with that narrative. I didn't run with De Los Santos. Why the hell would he fight De Los Santos for? Just off of Valenzuela. Valenzuela wasn't even proven. So how is he gonna get all this freaking credential for defeating a fighter who wasn't even proven himself? He was on the come up. Real talk. So how that fight is gonna catapult him in the square with Gervonta? No, it ain't gonna happen. It wasn't gonna happen. But I tried to put it out there though. Has anybody told me about what's next after he faced Hector Garcia? What have y'all heard? That's all I want to know. Mark, Mike, Bunce, Andrew, what have y'all heard about Garcia? After he go in there and fight Tank, he going in this fight. They using this guy as a tune-up, man. Come on, let's call it for what it is. But he's a tough opposition. What have you heard that's supposed to go down after this fight? What have you heard between Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia? Come on, talk to me. Come on, it's Friday, y'all. Y'all turn up, man. Come on, man. It's Friday. Y'all turn up, man. I want to see what's out there, because they be trying to goddamn act like I don't know. I don't know. Don't let me pull up the pictures. Y'all want me to pull up the pictures of my PBC jacket, and nobody else on YouTube has one? And you want me to pull up that jacket? If you want me to pull up that jacket, I will pull up the jacket and remind people. I will pull up and remind people, bro. Do you all know what's happening after Gervonta Davis and Hector Garcia fight? What news have y'all heard? Come on, talk to me, scholars. Man, come on, boxing scholars, holler at me. Talk to me, man. I pay attention to language there, Blunts. I don't know why you be trying to dang act like, hey, come on, man. You know, I'm just saying, bro. You said nobody said De Los Santos, and you thought I was talking specifically about you. No, I wasn't. I gave you the receipt, brother. So you admit that you didn't go around and do your door-to-door, house-to-house, and see who was putting up freaking thumbnails and doing lives, huh? I did, because I wanted to see the people that was going to try to come behind me and not give me credit. And see, that's what egos does to you, bro. That's what egos do to you. That's what ego do to you, bro. Let me see. Al and Ellaby don't want Tank nowhere near Antoine Russell. They're not going to give him, they're not going to give Antoine that fight right now because, you know, with the Russell brothers and stuff that happened with Gary Russell only fighting once a year, we trying to see if that's ever going to be smoothed out, man. That still has some kinks in it. Juice Lee on deck. What's good with it? Salute WCS in the chat. Okay, Mike. He say he ain't heard. And I appreciate you, man. You the only one that answered me back, bro. I'm just trying to find out what's out there already. What's been populated in the minds of the listeners. That's all I'm doing, man. That's all I'm trying to do. I got the thumbnail up there. Obviously, the fight's happening between Tank and Ryan Garcia. But I've looked around. I searched. I'm trying to find out the information that my listeners who tune in to other channels, what you have so far in your catalog. What have you archived up to this point for Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia? What have you heard? Just tell me what you heard, man. You can do a Google search. What have you heard, bro? Just tell me what you heard. That's all. I'm just trying to find out what y'all heard. Because when I tell y'all this, I don't want purpose. Oh, that's already been out there. Who put it out there? Oh, 3 seconds ago. The bigger channel did. The bigger channel put it out 3 seconds after you announced it. I'm just sad, dog. Tank got. Okay, no. Hold on. We're not talking about the trial. I'm talking about him and Ryan Garcia. They're going to fight after he takes this fight in January. All right? So what I want, no, I'm not talking about the trial. I'm talking about what have you heard about them stepping into the ring? What have you heard thus far? Okay. So Michael said he just heard, right? Davis Garcia after that. Okay? That's some of the news that's out there. I seen it on the titles. He's supposed to fight Tank Davis. He's supposed to fight freaking Ryan Garcia after his fight with Hector Garcia, right? Okay. What else? Is one thing out there. You know what I'm saying? What have you heard as far as him stepping in the ring? You know it's going to be pay-per-view. But also, we know that it's going to be co-promotion, right? Right? Put a 7 in the chat if you agree. Put a 7 in the chat. 7 is such a lovely number. You know it's going to be co-promotion, right? You know it's going to be a co-promotion with Ryan Garcia. Because, you know, Al Heyman been on record say he don't want people to touch the Crawford and Spence and all that. So, you know that's going to be a co-promotion fight. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia is going to be a co-promotion. Y'all know that, right? So that's information that's been floating out there, right? Am I right or wrong? You know, co-promotion, you know who Ryan Garcia with, right? So you know who Oscar's attached with right now. So you know it's going to be like that the Zone freaking Showtime slice of pizza. You feel me? But that wasn't the information I was putting out there. That should be already out there. It's going to be a co-promotion, obviously. Obviously, we know that. It's going to be a co-promotion. Well, what else have y'all heard about them stepping into the ring? Max, I heard Tank versus Gamboa 2. Tank versus Road. Stop it, Max. See, that's what happened when you get off work too early and you goddamn start going on live at the bar. Stop it, Max. None of that shit is what the Max tripping, dog. Max is tripping. Look, you can tell Max feeling nice right now. You know, he got off work. He already had his clothes in the car. He switched over and shit. He said, I'm stopping by the bar before I go home. Shit, I'm going to get fucked up. He come here talking about Tank Gamboa too. Not out the Eastside Cruise smack. Man, come on, bro. Ain't nobody trying to see no Rolly Romero 2 right here. Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't go through this, man. We do too much in the streets for this boxing game, man. You really disrespecting me right now, man. What's going on? Haynes Legacy with the $5 super chat. One love to you, brother. Appreciate you supporting the channel, man. Real talk. Salute, brother. Salute to you. BIG in the building, man. Either yesterday or the day before, that's all you seen, Tank and Ryan. Okay. Mayweather Promotions not involved. Okay. 4343, what's good? Mayweather Promotions not involved. A shout out to Haynes Legacy with the $5 super chat. Appreciate y'all from donating to the channel, man. Because it does take work. I appreciate you. If anybody chooses to then donate, there you go. You know what I'm saying? If you choose to donate to the Cash App too. But, okay, check this out. I'm going to drop some more information. Okay, oh yeah, Mayweather not involved for the show. Tank said that cap when it was reported. No, he's not. I just want to, you know, since it was brought up, it's going to be a co-promotion. You know, just want to put that out there. It's going to be a co-promotion for Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. It's co-promotion. Know that. So all this, you know, the Crawford fight can't happen. You don't want nobody else touching. Well, they sure enough touching Ryan Garcia and motherfucking Tank Davis. They sure enough touching that. You feel me? They touching that. I'm just saying, they touching that, right? So, I'm going to tell y'all the next. D-Ray Promotions on deck. Salute to you, D-Ray. I'm going to tell you another gem. From what, because nobody put it out here yet. Like, I was looking for somebody to put, from what I heard, let me see, Showtime said they handling the pay-per-view aspect. The Zone can't offer his pay-per-view. Of course we know. That's not their, that's not their structure. But it's going to be co-promoted. Exactly. But we'll be able to have the telecast for the Zone subscribers or some shit. Lance Paul Michael said, yeah, everybody who knows the Zone know their structure is not set up like that. And we already know what Showtime's coming with it. But it will be co-promoted. Okay? It will be co-promoted. Period. It will be co-promoted. But, hold on for a second. Okay, I haven't heard people put it out there. I was just waiting. So, another thing you should, another piece of information, Jim, that you can run with is that I heard that supposedly Gervonta Davis. This is on Google. This is the shit that floats around out here. The debris that you see out there floating around. They supposed to fight in April. Y'all heard that? Like Ryan Garcia and Tank supposed to fight like in April. I know y'all heard that because I heard some people talking about it, and I said, okay. You heard they supposed to fight in April. Mr. Pass on deck. Salute to you. Have y'all heard that out here in the media? Because if you did, that's false. That's false. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia is not going to fight in April. All right? Just scratch that out. And tell anybody who you know who's up here saying that that's gonna happen. Make sure you let them know. WCS mentioned that the fight is not happening in April. All right, it's not happening, bro. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight is not happening in April. All right, any smart-minded individual would know not to put that information out there. Anybody, you know. Tank is not going to get out of fight camp, have a fight in January, and then turn around and come back in April. It's not even targeted, bro. I'm giving you the scoop right here. Yeah, even Mike Coppinger. I'm a Trump Mike Coppinger right now. Okay? Because we know Mike Coppinger had put out some information before, and Floyd pretty much said, don't put that shit out there. That's not right. That's not true. I'm a Trump Mike Coppinger right now. The fight ain't going to be to minimal May or June. All right? Those of you that's going to be waiting, it's going to be around May or June. All right? I'm telling you, it's not going to be April. Okay? It's going to be May or June. It's going to be like around that springtime, you know, that late, you know, middle spring, whatever, May, June, something like that. Yeah. That's when it's going to be. So just keep that in your Rolodex. You know what I'm saying? Let them know you heard it from WCS across the street on the boulevard. That's another gem I'm letting y'all know. This shit ain't going to be April. Okay? It's not going to be April. It's definitely going to be May or June. It's going to be May or June. Real talk. So don't get your hopes up. It's report. Just because it's a targeted date doesn't mean it happened in April. I heard someone else report May. Might have been Michael Benson. I got double checked. May or June. Okay? I don't care who else. That shit ain't floating around YouTube. May or June. I'm putting it out there. May or June. If somebody comes on in the chat and say, well, it was reported that the targeted date was April, and then once I say May or June, you say, well, yeah, I heard somebody put it out. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I asked y'all, what have you heard? Nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. And then I come out with the information. Yeah, I heard that already, shawty. I heard that. Man, come on, bro. That's why I gave y'all like 5 or 10 minutes. Tell me the information you heard about Gervonta and Garcia. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Nobody said nothing. I said, what about the dates? You know what I'm saying? Blunt say, well, you know, it was reported that the target date was April. Okay, you said nothing about nothing. I'm putting it out there. May or June is the target date. It's probably going to happen in June, to be honest. It's probably going to happen in June. The fight probably going to happen in June. Now, I'm not canceling May, but it's probably going to happen in June. All right? All right? I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know, first off the rip, again, just like I put out there, Hector Garcia was next in line for Gervonta. I'm putting it out there that the fight for him and Ryan will probably be the date minimal May, but possibly June. All right? I'm going to go with June, but it's May or June. I'm going to go with June. All right? It's not going to freaking take no money out of my pocket. I'm just saying. I asked y'all like 10 minutes, man. You're going to say, yeah, I heard somebody else say that. See, that's why I do the setup. I put the setup out there. I say, tell me what you heard already. Because I don't want nobody up here trying to come behind me talking about, yeah, I heard that already, man. You ain't announced nothing. No, stop it, bro. There's levels to this shit, dog. Especially Sheldon mentioned if it gets 60 days in jail, it definitely won't be May or June. And that's something else that, you know, I'm not going to speak on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to speak on. Like I said, I just told you what I told you. May or June. All right? We're not getting into the court aspects. I just told you May or June. Possibly June. Okay? And y'all can speculate on what the judge is going to do with her gavel and all that shit. I'm not dealing with that, man. Because the same people who give me this information is the same people who know about that. We can't say nothing. It's not a locked in date. It's targeted. Nobody tripping. The fight poster say 2023. It don't got no month on it. So that's how you want to take my information and treat it as if it's aluminum foil, you do so. You know what I'm saying? If you want to treat it like it's saran wrap and you don't want to take it serious, my brother, then don't take it serious. You know what I'm saying? I don't look, when I put my stuff out there, I care less what anybody else say. If I'm talking to someone who's close to the entire dang PVC, the grand pooba, you know what I'm saying? I'm going off what I've been told. I'm going off who I know that to be. I don't care about what nobody else don't have out here. I don't care what a fight poster say. None of that shit. Because they don't release everything out to the media like that. So your sources are your sources, man. That's why people should just relax and pay attention to what you're trying to give them sometime. Everybody be trying to damn go against the grain and rebuttal so quick. But yet, if a name of a channel get recognized and somebody else, live stream that, oh, well, we heard it from here. Okay. I will, you know what I'm saying? I will give Barbershop Conversation. He did give me credit one time. He said, World Combat Sports put this out. I will say Fred gave me credit. Real talk. He did give me credit for something he picked up on my channel. He did credit. He didn't have to. He did give me credit, though. I give him that. Seriously. Lost Art of Boxing, the LABQ on deck with it. What's good on this Friday, Q? How you feeling, man? What's good with it, bro? I want his ego stroked a little bit. I don't have an ego, man. Look, I don't have an ego, bro. I know what I've been through. I know the travels. I know everything about my pedestrian life. Really, no one on here is going to stroke my ego, homie. Nobody. My ego, that's not even something I have. I already know who I am. I don't need nobody to stroke anything, bro. I'm on the backside of life. If you're on the backside of life and you in your 50s and you still up here waiting on people to stroke your ego, then you pretty much squandered a lot of time before that. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't in those conditions that you was feeling confident on who you were as a person. You think if in my 50s I'm really trying to think about ego? Come on, brother. You tripping. You tripping, bro. You motherfucking tripping, dog. But we was having a whole discussion last night that the fight not ever happened with the trial and possible judge. Hey, you can have whatever discussion you want, bro. That doesn't mean I'm always going to divulge my conversations on who I have. It's not supposed to go down like that. That's not my place to sit up here and talk about certain things that's ongoing internal. If that person tell me, hey man, it's not to be let out. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's not keeping no secrets. It's a code. It's respect. That's all. That's all that is, bro. Some things they can say, man, you can put that out already. That's golden. That's crispy like Popeye's chicken. Put that shit out there. Let them munch on that for a little bit. Left my ass off. What is OG talking about? Aluminum foil. For real, you want to treat my gems like aluminum foil? Like you wrap that shit around your finger and say, damn, look at that ice right there, shawty. Look at that shit right there. That shit blinging. God damn, that's shining, dripping. That shit's real. What now? Did I have it tested? Yeah, I had that shit tested. It's 100% aluminum foil, nigga. That's aluminum foil. Did I say it was something else? Blunts try to treat my damn info like aluminum foil up in this bitch. I see it shining, but it don't have no value to it, nigga. It don't have no value to it. I'm just saying. I heard that already. Look. I asked y'all. I say, what have you heard for the Davis Garcia fight? What have you heard? Nobody said too much anything. I think Mike did. Michael put it out there what he heard. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't have nothing to do with no date or no month or whatever. Okay, I heard April. That was already out there. That ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? And then when I say, well, it's going to be around May or June. Oh, y'all heard that already. Yeah. Yeah. For real, man. Shit, when that Neuralink come out, I'm ordering a lot of the motherfuckers, dog. I'm gonna send them straight to my subscribers. I say, hey man, just go to your bathroom, get in the mirror. I want you to insert this on the left hemisphere of your cranial cap, right? I want you to insert this Neuralink in there. Let me know when it's done, because I got to program that motherfucker. You're gonna feel a little pinch. They say once it's embedded, pour some alcohol on there, prevent the infection and all that. But give it time. Over a period of days, it's going to get deeper and deeper, and it's going to disappear. You ain't going to know it's there. And then, we're going to be able to input that data so we can really get these solid subscribers up here. You know what I'm saying? They're going to come in here with that crazy boxing data and be down low. Not everybody got the Neuralink, man. No, man, it's called mobile communications, bro. Hey, man, you're late with that info. I put that news out already on my channel. Hey, man, look, I told you I ain't trying to be first, but I asked while Blunts was on here. Anybody know? Blunts didn't have nothing to say, and then he gonna try to soften up the news. Oh man, nigga, it's Friday, man. I'm saying that ain't shit, man. Man, you ain't breaking nothing, man. I already heard that before. So you really took 2 L's today, man. You 0-2 in this chat today. You said nobody mentioned De Los Santos. You know what I'm saying? Which they did. I told you I had receipts. You thought I was got there talking about you, but I wasn't. It's all good, man. You got days like this, shawty. Champ on deck. What's good? What's good? We're going to show you what boxing skills look like. Horrible fight for David. If you're talking about David Avenesian, anybody who steps in there is a horrible fight. You know what I'm saying? Crawford's that dude, period. You know what I'm saying? They have to understand that when they in fight camp. You know what I'm saying? It was put on record that Crawford isn't that smart of a fighter because he don't use all his skills. But yet he continued to stop his opponents in dominating fashion. So I find that pretty genius that he's able to continue to compete at a high level without using all his skill set. That's just amazing. That's a beautiful art of combat. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have to basically exert your entire skill set just to get a victory. That's genius, bro. That's genius. It could have been a million things you was talking about, dog. They had a targeted date for Bud versus Spence, and what happened? Listen, you never heard targeted anywhere. That's your language, not mine. I never say anything about targeted date. I never put a date. What has a date? What declares a date, Blunts? All right, we're gonna get right down to it. What declares a date? A number, right? I never said a date. I said, what have y'all heard about Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia? Around about when they supposed to fight. I just wanted to hear, did you hear a date? Because there's no date out there after the Gervonta Davis and Hector Garcia fight. See, he's fighting 2 Garcias. So I didn't want to get it confused. I knew you was in the chat. I didn't want to start putting flashcards up that motherfucker and get it confused. But he fighting 2 Garcias, dog. So the first Garcia, I ain't want to be petty, dog, but the first Garcia is stepping in there January. I let the world know that. Boom. The first Garcia is stepping in there. All right, that's going to be the next opponent. Not De Los Santos and not Gary Russell. All right? And then I say, what have y'all heard about the next fight with Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia? And Michael Johnson Boxing Talk, he the only one said, put something out there. But I even said, yeah, I heard April was already out there. But that's not happening. I say April date is not happening. It's definitely going to be May or June. That's not a date. That's not a date. What signifies? What declares a date? A number. You feel me? When you go for a job interview, they just don't say, okay, we have your job interview for June. Okay, I'll see you then. No, the date comes with a number. To elucidate that for you. When a date is verified, it's always with a numeric confirmation. We have approximately 30 days in majority of the months that we deal with. So in between numero uno all the way to the 31st date, that makes it a date. When you going out with your girl and y'all just start dating, right? You don't say, you know what? I'll see you next week. When? Shit. You know, I'll just see you next week. I'll get with you. I'll let you know. Matter of fact, make it 2 months. I'll see you in August. When in August? You'll know. I'll just show up. But she gonna say, give me a date. I can't give you a date right now. Just know it's gonna be around August. Damn, man, Blunt's trying to goddamn wrap a nigga up in aluminum foil. That ain't gonna happen, shawty. That ain't gonna happen, shawty. It's not gonna happen, man. You try to recover from the first L you took because you was up here rambling on about De Los Santos, and I told you, man, no, it's not gonna be him. It's not gonna be no De Los Santos just based off Jose Valenzuela. Come on, bro. Valenzuela ain't did nothing up to that point. Come on, brother. How's it going at WCS and everyone in the chat? Shout out to Expert Genius in the building on a Friday. What's good with it? Come on, man. Try to come over here with that resistance, that insurgency, man. Come on. Know who you dealing with tactically, bro. Damn, I put it out there. You couldn't provide me the feedback I was looking for. Now you're going to say, oh, it could have been anything. It could have been anything, man. That's such a broad question. I really couldn't tie it down. Well, I heard April. I put that out there before I said anything. I heard it's supposed to be April, right? Yeah. Well, it's not going to be April. And then I didn't hear nothing from Blunts. I didn't hear nothing about Blunts winning. Oh, it's going to be May or June. Oh, I heard that. Oh, get out of here with that, man. Come on. I really thought you had some concrete evidence, man. Come on. I heard somebody else already. You say somebody else to me, and I'm going to ask you who somebody else is. Put a name with your rebuttal. If you're going to tell me you heard it from somebody else, just like I dropped that receipt, right? I dropped the receipt, right? What did it have with it? What did it have with it, bro? What did it have with it? A name, right? Huh? That came after my live. I'm not saying he got the information from me. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying any of that. I just said I put it out there ahead of time. That's all I'm saying, bro. They targeted April. You still on April, man? I told you April wasn't happening. I said that before I even dropped the May of June, bro. What do we know about targets? Please don't always hit the target. People don't always hit the target. If they don't hit the target, it happens if in a different month. That's common sense. Look, let me tell you the difference. Let me explain to you the difference, bro. Let me tell you how my language is and how some other people's language is, right? When you hear these numbers come out, which designates a specific date, WCS won't put, oh, it's going to happen November 19th. Because behind the scenes, if I can get the information, I'm not going to say, okay, it's happening November 19th. You better go ahead and do this, this, and this. No, it's nothing that's confirming that it's going to happen on that date, right? I'm all about the month because the month leaves an open space for speculation on whenever they confirm that date. Then you can say, hey, it was happening in November, but I never put a date out there. You can say it was targeted. I don't use targeted when I'm talking about these dates. So you can say it was targeted for November time frame. Nothing wrong with that. But when you say it's targeted, it's looking, it's closing, it's nearing, it's looking like November 19th, then you're specifying numbers. You're specifying a weekend. You're specifying a weekend. If I just say a month, I'm not dumbing it down to a day. That released me from a grand amount of liability for putting out news is fake. When you put dates to it, oh, it's going to be an announcement July 4th. Oh, the announcement is going to come September 4th. Yeah, right before Labor Day. Yeah. That's where you go, you burn up. You know what I'm saying? You burn yourself up. First degree burns right there. Man, I ain't going back and forth with you on this. You heard what I said. You heard what I said. You know what I'm saying? You heard what I said. Hit the replay. You did take L's, bro. You did. Should I go back up and remind you? Nobody said De Los Santos. Nobody said De Los Santos. Where did he get that from? Nobody said De Los Santos. I was like, damn, you did say De Los Santos, bro. And I was telling you, I said, no, it's not De Los Santos, man. Where y'all getting this information from? Just because everybody else was saying it? I never said De Los Santos. I never said it, bro. But hey, I'm just saying, bro. And look, this how I know Blunt's on his hater energy today. He said nobody said De Los Santos. YSM and WCS the only ones that I know. I'm speaking on my side of the street. I asked you. You didn't say anything about nothing. Look, when I put the Hector Garcia, hey, y'all hit the replay. Y'all hit the replay when I put this information out. Blunt didn't say nothing about no YSM putting out Hector Garcia information. And shout out to YSM, man. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing about YSM. Nobody said nothing. The shit wasn't even out. So if YSM would have put this out, it would have been out on YouTube already. It would have been through the YTC streets, but it wasn't. But it's all good, man. It's not even up for debate. You know what I'm saying? You wanna put another supposed source in front of me? It's okay. Oh, it's okay, dog. It's okay. I ain't sweating it. I am not sweating it. You took 2 L's today, man. Deal with the shit. Let your wounds heal and come back. Don't come back with a scab on that motherfucker, because you come over here tripping, I'm going to pull that motherfucker off. It's going to be all fresh again. And I'm going to be there with that salt shaker. Kink, kink, kink. Kink, kink, kink. Kink, kink, kink. And put that salt in that motherfucker. Ching, ching, ching. Ching, ching, ching. I'm going to be sprinkling. Oh, shit. God damn. Dude, stop sprinkling that salt, man. That shit, damn, that burn like a motherfucker. That's to get the infection out. That's so you won't come in my chat being a bona fide hater no more. That's to get the infection out. See, much of what you're doing right now is coming from that wound right there, taking them 2 L's on a Friday. So I got to put that salt in there to get the infection out, so it won't, further, degenerate and, get infected, and that bacteria turn to gangrene. So I'm just trying to put that salt in there, make sure brother's all good. I'm just saying, dog. He gonna put, oh, YSM said it. Stop it, dog. Stop it, dog. I don't need nobody else to give you credit. Look, I gave 2 gems today. I verified the diamond that I already put out there. And also I said it's gonna happen, in May or June. I didn't put a date to it or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know who's up here talking that De Los Santos shit. I know that they want to run over here with narratives. Everybody was talking about that Gary Russell shit. I say, nope, that's not happening. First of all, you need to check the timestamp on when I actually put the information out there. I was on here last night, right? But you need to check the timestamp of my live stream. It's pretty easy to do, bro. You need to check the timestamp on my live stream and see if it was the one that you're speaking on. Just do your due diligence, bro. You talking about what you said and all that, man? Stop it. Just stop it already, dog. Just stop it. Just stop it, man. You trying to come up with all this post information. It's not gonna work today. No, 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 no. It's not gonna work with me. I'ma tell you it's not gonna work today. No, no, no. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm just being honest. It's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work, shawty. Let me see. Just go ahead and find the replay. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and find the replay, and so you can satisfy and calm your nerves there, Blunts. You know what I'm saying? Cause he has that haterade, haterade today. Let's give him his flowers and a cup of haterade. Yes, he is. Sip on that haterade. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, that was going out the Big Blunts and Boxing. Yes, I just served him up a glass of that fine aged haterade. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been WCS Radio, and we was just identifying those who was being on their haterade. I ain't doing your homework, man. I ain't playing no live stream back. I ain't playing no live stream back. Dude, no. So here we playing games for y'all now. We calling me a hater, dog. That's my right-hand man. And he calling me a hater. I'm not calling you a hater. Look. Now we're taking words out of context. Now we're taking words out of context. Did I call you a hater? Or did I say you was on some haterade? Did I call you a hater? Or did I say you was on some haterade? The two ain't the same, dog. Which one did I say, man? Which one did I say? Did I say you was a hater? Or did I say you was on some haterade? Because there is a difference, my brother. I'm just saying, you're up here trying to downplay my information that I released, and you're trying to associate with somebody else, which I asked clearly. If you knew and had this information, you would have put it in the chat. You would have been so forthcoming like you are now. When I was asking this question earlier, and you can hear it on replay, I said, what have y'all heard about the Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis fight? And you said nada. So what you telling me after the fact, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, bro. It's not going to work. You know why? Because after I put the information, it's nothing for somebody to go up here and do the typing ass niggas. Let me see who got this up. Oh, why is him? Yeah. Nah, bro. You blew it. If you would have put that shit up before I told you, then, hey, it's all good. But you came nowhere close to saying who released it and all this other shit. That's why it's levels to communication, man. I put it out there. I asked the question just to see if anybody kind of had an idea. I said, I heard it was going to be in April. Anybody heard any different? What's the deal? You heard April, right? You did not come up here and say anything on where you heard it after that until I released it. So let's serve him some glass of that fresh haterade. Put some ice cubes in that glass and serve him some cold haterade. Cold, 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 cold. 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 Cold, 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 cold. Serve him that cold haterade, dog. Dog, don't be getting your feelings either of that. Don't be getting your feelings, Blunts. Let's not get in your feelings. No need to drop the link. Because you know well as I do, you mentioned that shit after I drop May or June. Period. It ain't no freaking debate. It ain't no drop the link. The link don't have nothing to do with this. All you have to do is go up there and look at the timestamp. You can listen to the audio whenever you feel like it, and then go back to your comment. After I released it is when you came with all this. Oh well. To be honest with you, I heard that before. Yeah, I did. I thought you was gonna tell me something that was insightful. It wasn't anything insightful, to be honest with you. I mean, like, I'm a logical thinker. And in the process of waiting on your answer, I said to myself, I already know what he's going to say, but I'm not going to put it in chat. I'm just going to wait till he said, and then I'm going to go typing. Oh, man, I already heard that, dog. I'm not doing your homework. There's no need for me to then hit the replay on nothing. Zero, dog. That's why I told you, man, it's tactics, it's levels to this, because if you put the information out there too quickly without asking your audience what they've heard, because if somebody would have said, hey, it's supposed to be around this time right here, I would say, okay, cool, you're right. That's why I was asking. I didn't put a date to it and then I just put 2 months, May, June. That's all I did. Nobody mentioned it before then. But that Lone Ranger came galloping in on his horse, goddammit. First I had to look. I said, who that right there? Damn, who that? I don't know what type of time he on. What he doing? Yeah, I'm just here to let you know, man. I heard from a distance that you talking about May or June. I already back there, man. They already talk about that in the next town over, bro. I heard you over here talking about like that's brand new. No, I heard the next town over, man. They was talking about that already. Yeah. So, I know your people over here running around, they jumping for joy. But, yeah, we was talking about that in the next town over, man. All right? You need anything else from me? I'm going back over there. You good? Hey, Gumbo, did you hear Bloods tell me anything? Did you hear him tell me anything before I said, I heard April? Anybody hear any different? Anybody hear anything different? Anybody hear anything different? Nobody didn't tell me anything. So I said, okay, let me put it out there. Time I put it out there. Oh, no, man, I heard that. Bloods get mad, man. Don't get mad. Why are they saying Garcia and Tank deal is done? It is. It is. But he has some things to take care of. They're going to fight, no doubt about it, and they're going to get paid. They're going to get paid, shawty, for real. Nobody said the deal wasn't done. They're going to get paid. Like, Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia are going to get paid, bro. But, he has the situation with his court, and also he has to fight with Garcia. Depending on how he come up out that fight, no injuries or whatever, then they're going to set that Vegas fight date. You know what I'm saying? They're going to set that Vegas fight date for them to fight in Vegas, Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. So he's fighting 2 Garcias, okay? Okay? Just like Errol Spence did. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being petty, dog. Just like Errol Spence did. He fought 2 Garcias too. You know what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia. In this case, Gervonta, he's about to face 2 Garcias. And we can look at it like whatever you want to take from it. But I know for a fact the money that's slated, oh man. You heard Gervonta talking about pull up the Brinks truck? Oh, they gonna get paid, bro. It's unfortunate because we can't get the freaking Crawford and Spence fight, but they're gonna get paid. That's real talk. That's real talk. Oh, no. I didn't ask you to join in that. Man, we having a lighthearted conversation, bro. I'm not worrying about anything. It's just when people take L's like that, they try to cover their back. Man, just be honest, man. Just say, okay, man. Just what it was, man. When you mentioned De Los Santos, that was strike 1. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said that. Nobody, Nobody. You said nobody, shouted. And I say, you sure? So that was the first L. Flag on the play. That was the first L you took in the chat. And then you turn around and you put out information after I said it. That is automatic 15-yard penalty, bro. A 15-yard penalty put me first and goal, bro. And then I went back, handed the ball off, touchdown. Period. I got to move on, man. It's no point intended, man. It's, what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It's just a lighthearted conversation. It's nothing serious to me. Hopefully, you're able to go about your weekend just fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dropping a link to debate about something that I know that's absolutely solid. That shit's solid. Y'all can't pick and choose what channels y'all want to damn get credit to and which ones you don't. I'm going to take my credit regardless. I'm going to take my credit. Real talk. If y'all look out there, right? Cause I, when I release Hector Garcia, if you look on Boxing Scene, right? You go ahead and look on Boxing Scene like I did yesterday. I really didn't see the information floating around like that, right? I really didn't see it. But if you look what was released 1 hour ago, Gervonta Davis versus Hector Luis Garcia set for January 7th. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. That was released an hour ago. But it's really nothing to talk about, to be honest. It's really nothing to talk about. It's just lighthearted conversation, man. When you put something out there and people want to dang challenge what you put out there, I'm like, I can just go on, other people's channels and see if there's anything in the title, ain't a conversation about the news being dropped. I just don't see it, dog. I don't see it. Oh, I don't see it. Blunts, I don't see it, shawty. Captain Chaos, what's good with it? Listen. The people in the chat don't control the link, shawty. The host controls it. You don't control the link. You can put in a request. It's up to me to approve it or deny it there, shawty. You know what I'm saying? It's up to me to approve it or deny it. What you gonna do? You gonna get up here and tell me everything I know? You know what I'm saying? Anybody who was in the chat earlier understand that this is non-debatable. This is non-debatable. I'm not hitting no replay. I'm not doing anything. This is not even debatable. This is not even debatable, bro. You have to go back to my timestamp on when I actually spoke on it. When I actually spoke on the Hector Garcia situation. You have to go back to my timestamp and go to everybody else. Even YSM, go to his timestamp since you heard it over there. I guarantee you didn't hear it before me. You know what I'm saying? I'm only saying that because you brought it up. I have every right to defend the knowledge that the information and the reporting that I put out. If you want to debunk it, you got to come over here with timestamps, bro. Or else you need to give an apology, because I guarantee you YSM didn't put out Hector Garcia before I did. I know that for a fact, bro. You just was sipping on a glass of Haterade. That's all you was doing, Blunt. You was sipping on a glass of Haterade, dog. Captain say, wait till they start putting it out that Ryan fought dead in the amateurs numerous of times. And shout out to Captain Chaos in the building. Man, it's just lighthearted conversation, man. If we can't laugh on a Friday, then what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? We can't laugh on a Friday. What we gonna do? Shout out to New Media Today, USA Boxing Coach Malachi in the building. What's good with it, Coach? How you feeling, brother? Damn good live today, man. Y'all definitely check Coach out, man. On fire. It's all good, Mr. Gumbo. That's how we do it on the side of the tracks. Verbal sparring. That's what I'm talking about. What's wrong with some verbal sparring, bro? What's wrong with some verbal sparring, man? You can't take that shit serious because I said you was sipping on some haterade. Come on, man. You can't be all sensitive. No blunts. No. I'm telling you point blank period. Real talk, brother. I know what I put out there. You can't come over here and try to overlay that with somebody else without a timestamp. You can't do it. You got to have a timestamp. If you're going to say somebody else put it out there, then have a timestamp to it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And then if I ask you, hey, what about this right here? If I ask the chat and I don't get anything back, then I drop the information. You come behind me, it doesn't count. It's not even worth, it's not a debate, brother. Just call it for what it is. It's not a debate. If you would have said that shit ahead of time, I even put the month. I said, I heard they supposed to be fighting in April. You didn't come and basically readjust. You didn't say, well, I don't think it's going to happen in April. I'm hearing this. You didn't come with no sort of information until I said, no, it's going to be in May or June. Tank and Ryan Garcia is going to fight May or June. I'm thinking more so June. All right? That's for my communication with my people. Then, look. They bad and heavy. You ain't getting cursed out. You ain't getting kicked out. You ain't muted. Talk to a wild dog in the building, man. Talk to a chaos dog. I'm not dropping no obscenities, aspersions. I'm not going in, but with pure belligerency. None of that shit. I'm keeping it calm and this, lighthearted. No dissing. No nothing, man. Come on, man. Come on. You know that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, come on, man. He says, I like when you and Big Bloods go at it. I'm crying. Hey, man, I'm just saying, bro. Bloods be trying to goddamn be a work on his archery. And I'm not the target, bro. He be trying to come over here with goddamn poison tip on the arrow, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're not going to practice over here, bro. You take you and your bow and arrow and practice on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? He be trying to throw little slick jabs and shit. No, I already heard that already. Why is him put that? Dog, bring the timestamp over here. You know how to do timestamps, right? Bring the timestamp over here then. Bring the timestamp over here. You're not going to shoot down my information that I drop and say, oh, man, I already heard that before. Hey, man, it better be love. It better be love. You better not get petty and catch an attitude. What are you talking about, dog? This ain't no serious shit. Just because I say you took 2 L's, don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about the L's, man. Them 2 shall pass. You understand me? Them 2 shall pass, bro. Them L's you sitting on, them 2 shall pass. You know what I'm saying? You getting on here, goddamn trying to overtalk me and all that. It ain't nothing to debate, brother. I pick and choose my battles, man. Especially on a Friday. I pick and choose my battles, especially on the weekend. In order for me to have a smooth, cold debate on a Friday, it has to be something that's debatable. It has to be something that's worth my time. This what we talking about, that ain't worth my time, shawty. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? The South got something to say, shawty. It ain't worth my time to have no debate with you on something that's absolutely clear as day. I said I didn't mention nothing about De Los Santos. You know what I'm saying? I said people's out here talking about De Los Santos and Gary Russell. I said And then you say, nobody mentioned De Los Santos, and you're the one that mentioned De Los Santos. And then we even spoke about it yesterday. We had a whole panel. Shelton was on here. You know what I'm saying? Warren G was on here. You know, and I think it was mentioned like, hey, you know what I'm saying? De Los Santos, he might be in the picture. And I'll say, why? It can't be all Rayo. Rayo didn't do anything. He was working himself up the chain. So you think he's going to be catapulted? They're going to put the rocket pack on his back and say, you stopped him in the 3rd round. Now it's time for us to put you in there with Tank? No. Rayo is not on the level of Tank. And why would they put him close to his backyard just off the strength of Valenzuela? Come on, that makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? That made no sense to me. That's all I'm saying. That made no sense to me, brother. This nigga, last time I'm a real street nigga. Bro, I know you ain't trying to explain what you are in life, man. I know you're a real street, man. I'm not disputing that. I would never feel no kind of way about OG talking shit. He's a certified cooker, but I'm an elite chef as well. Hey, bro, long as you know what your recipe is, cool. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm cooking, right, and you walk by and you smell, oh, shit, and then you look around and you go over there and get a handful of salt and you throw that motherfucker in there and walk away real fast, I'm be like, hey, dog, what's going on, man? Why you do that? I just seen you throw a whole lot of salt in my shit and it was cooking, dog. Man, I put every season and spice in that motherfucker that I needed, and I seen you come by, get a handful of salt and throw that shit in there and walk away. Now, what was the reason for your action? Why would you do that? Oh shit, man. Ryan and Davis, yeah. And, hey, coach. All we you know, I'm sitting up here chatting about is that, you know, I just told them that Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia is not going down in April. You know what I'm saying? Like when I put it out, I even said on when I was on your chat, coach, I said Hector Garcia is up next. I said that long before I said Hector Garcia is up next. You know what I'm saying? For January. But what we talking about now is just on the premise of I said, yeah, after that fight, the you know, they supposed to be thinking about May or June. But what I did ahead of time, I just asked, hey, if anybody know any information, let me know. Because I didn't want to repeat some information. If somebody would have put May or June out there, I would have said, okay, cool, it's already out there. But I haven't seen it out here in the YTC. But after I put it out there, let me see. What's going on, Jack? He say, what's your opinion on beef with Terrence Crawford regarding the I don't know what you're talking about. I can't sit up here and participate in something I don't know about. I don't know nothing about that. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease, with the $5 super chat. He said, not 2 L's at Big Blunts and Boxing. That's 2 L's? Shall pass. All I'm saying is 2 L's. Don't worry about it, man. Let the shit scab up. You know what I'm saying? Let it heal itself. You know what I'm saying? And you good. You know what I'm saying? Look, Captain Chaos, man, he is not taking sides, bro. He is not taking sides. This is just a lighthearted freaking dialogue that we having. And it ain't no damn point intended. For me, it ain't. What's going on, Warren? What's good? What's good? See, it's Friday, and you know, we supposed to be getting into the holiday spirit, Blunts. You know what I'm saying? We don't supposed to be sitting up here. You know, you want me to drop the link, and you think it's going to be a session where it's going to be 2 chefs in the kitchen at the same time. And then I have to tell you, hey, bro, there's nothing to cook in here, bro. It's nothing to cook. The entree has already been served. It's nothing to cook. It's nothing to cook, bro. Nothing. We have nothing to cook on. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to cook. But you know what? I always like to oblige my guests. Now, don't make it long. I'm gonna drop the link for Big Blunts and Boxing because I always feel that. Look, unlike other people that have channels and drop links and then put people on mute, kick them out, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you might not get kicked out, but I'm just saying I allow them to have their voice heard. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I don't have no problem with them having their voice heard. You know what I'm saying? But don't let it go to a point where you feel that I have no control over the situation. There go the link for Blunts and Boxing. There go the link, man. See? You know, it's all you. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease, for that $5 super chat. One love to you, brother. Much appreciated. And shout out to Gumbo for being sucker free, dog. Shout out to Gumbo for being sucker free. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't take too long, man, because I got to get to my other topics that I want to talk about. But that link is right there. I dropped it, bro. Hello to you. What's going on, man? Happy Friday.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
What now? You going out like your audio sound like a robot, bro. Yeah, it's bad, bro. Real talk. And y'all in the chat know I ain't lying, right? Your audio is bad.
Hell yeah. Hold on, let me see.
If y'all in the building, hit the like button for me. You know, hit the like button, man. December 10th, we have 2 fight cards going on. It's huge. You know what I'm saying? We got Top Rank Promotions putting on a heavy fight card over there in NYC. You know what I'm saying? The headline is Teofimo Lopez going against Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin is a replacement for Jose Pedraza. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be a damn good main event. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you got some heavy hitters like Jerry Anderson, Jahad Tucker, Keyshawn Davis, Shushu Carrington, Xander Zayas, man. And then in Omaha, Nebraska, you have Terrence Bud Crawford, pound for pound, #1 going in there against highly ranked David Avanesian. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be fire, man. It's going to be a lot of people in attendance. What's good with it, Blunts? How you feeling, bro?
Good. How you feeling? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good now. It's
you
a little something going in the background, but
let me see. Well, yeah. So what's up? Explain.
No, don't get on here talking about don't ask me to explain a damn thing. You click the link, you explain what you have an issue with. Go ahead. I mean,
honestly, I ain't got no issues with none. I ain't got no issues with none of it, but I ain't lose though. I ain't lose. We know that for a fact. I ain't lose nothing. I ain't took no L's.
Okay, so last night, then you mentioned De Los Santos. Didn't you mention him?
Correct. And then the same breath, didn't I mention that Steven Espinosa, we went back while I was on the stream with you, went back and checked when the audio came out where Steven said what he said 3 weeks ago. And we said he's not on the schedule, so it's probably not going to be him. Now I was like, now that you say that, OG, you are right, because Steven Espinosa said 3 weeks ago that he doesn't have him on the schedule. In January, if he said that in November, he probably, would know that he's got something planned for him in January if that's the case. So we ruled that out together, me and you together last night. But, okay, go ahead.
We ruled out De Los Santos. I told you straight up that De Los Santos wasn't the name that's going to be in the ring with Tank Davis.
Well, first you was like
based off Valenzuela alone, that's not going to put him in the ring with Tank.
Right. But first you was like, why? You asked, why would you think that? And I was like, based off the performance, the type of fighter he is, Styles make fights, came out there, a few knockdowns, said all this last night. I remember like it was, what I'm saying, because I was smoking real good. So ain't no way I'm going to forget because, I was enjoying a great blunt at the time. But even still, you asked why. But then, like I said, in that same breath, we ruled him out together. So we know, it was just a possibility. If anybody... Before anything, it was all possibilities. I woke up to seeing Gary Antoine Russell all over the place, multiple channels. That was what I saw heavy. So when you said,
I understand. Hold up, I understand you saw it heavy on multiple channels, but you didn't see it on my channel.
Of course.
So you got to separate. You got to separate the current. You know what I'm saying? You see on other channels, and you gotta understand what you seen in the current over here on WCS. I never mentioned no Gary Russell. I was on record as saying that fight ain't happening. You know what I'm saying?
But we never said you did.
Chat. No, we never said you. Not even the topic of the conversation. You just mentioned it just then, and I'm telling you,
right?
You say you seen it on other channels, and I'm saying you didn't see it over here.
And I never said that I did see it over there. And I never said I didn't see it over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're saying.
And it was everywhere.
Right.
You woke up and it was everywhere. I'm telling you, you didn't wake up and see it over here.
Okay. That's correct.
Okay. And then today, when I said people up here mentioned De Los Santos and stuff like that, and then you put nobody mentioned De Los Santos, you thought I was mentioning you, but I wasn't.
No, I didn't because I said, and I clarified, I said, hold on, let me clarify. And I'm very glad you said what you said, because when you said it, I didn't think about just me. I started thinking about any and everywhere that I may have seen it. Like I just said, I woke up to seeing Russell Brothers everywhere. By the time, that was in the morning. By the time I got to 3 p.m. on Coach's show, everybody on Coach's show was talking about the Russell Brothers. I called in the Coach's show and I said to Coach, everybody's hanging on to the DC. All right, then. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Okay. So when what I'm saying
we ain't talking about Russell. We talking about De Los Santos. We ain't talking about Gary Russell. Stay on topic. Stay on topic, bro.
Don't do me like Cheyenne. That's bogus hell, because you my dog.
Dude, we fucking around, dog. Come on, dude. I have to explain to you we fucking around, dog. Come on, bro.
Of course not. But look,
it's Friday, dog. I mean, dude. I'm not gonna go back and forth.
Because
I'm just chilling, bro.
But I'm gonna stay on topic, though. I'm stay on topic. What I'm saying is,
stay on topic right now.
Exactly. So what I'm saying, I say that to say this, right? When I say I saw Gary Russell, you was watching on Coach's show, you know what's up. When I say nobody said Russell, when I woke up or when I was on YouTube all the way up until Coach's show, nowhere did I see
Santos, homie. Nobody said De Los Santos. We on De Los Santos, man.
That's you not letting me finish. Let me finish.
Okay,
what I'm saying is, all the way up until the Coach's show, nowhere on YouTube did I see anybody saying De Los Santos. Because I was in Coach's chat suggesting that De Los Santos may be a possibility as well. And there was other people in Coach's chat, we can pull that up too, that agreed that it was probably a possibility. I had no idea that Cheyenne had a title, even thought like that. I kind of feel bad that I would even think on the same type of frequency as he would think that could be a possibility, but it just goes to show that I'm not the only person who would think that. And the people in the Coach's chat also that agreed that it possibly could be De Los Santos also let me know I'm not the only person. It's a viable option that people can consider it a possibility. So, I mean, that is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that. But again, we ruled that out together last night.
Look, I never said it couldn't be a possibility to no one because we're human. We have a thought process, man. We have our neurological mechanics. We have the mechanics. We process thoughts and everything. We can assume, we can guess, and all that. Doesn't mean it's gonna be spot on. But that's not my point. My point is what happened today. When I said I wasn't saying De Los Santos at all, I tried to tell people that wasn't happening. You said nobody said De Los Santos.
And then right. And so I clarified nobody that I know. And I'm telling you, because I know what I woke up to. I know what I said on Coach's stream, not the whole day, not at any point in time. And I don't get notifications for Cheyenne. So I had no idea about that title. But had I had an idea about that title, I wouldn't have said Nobody suggested that. Because as far as I'm concerned, only time I saw De Los Santos was when I was saying it in coach's chat and people was agreeing. So like I said, had I known about that video from Cheyenne, I would have gladly been. I wouldn't have seen. Come on, like damn. That's why when you said it, I was like, oh man, Cheyenne said that shit. Like that's crazy as hell to me. He said he got it in the title and all, but I mean it's all right. It's like I said, it's a viable option. You know,
it ain't no viable option.
Multiple people said it.
Put him. It don't matter. A lot of shit multiple people say on YTC. You got to pick and choose what you want to roll upstream with. You know what I'm saying? Because look, sometimes you going against the current. It's good. It's good because you don't want to know what's downstream. It's good to go upstream because a lot of shit that you're gonna find downstream is what you find on the YTC sometimes, where people just talking and putting the shit out there. It's just the way of the land on this shit, man.
Right.
It's just the way it is.
But look, Edwin De Los Santos, we cleared that shit up last night together. That was my whole point, was in the same breath, we ruled that shit out together. So talking about De Los Santos, I had no idea about Cheyenne. So as far, like I said, and I clarified on your shit, let me clarify, nobody that I know said that shit. And it still stands. Okay, that's a fact.
Nobody that you know said it. Okay, so let's bring nobody that you know put out the information about May or June either until I put the information out there. So you want to come up here and talk about YSM put it out, and I'm calling bullshit on that.
YSM didn't say, hey,
because
look, YSM did.
Because I asked everybody in the chat, and I was like, has anybody heard anything? Because I wanted to get opportunity.
What does that mean?
Already floating.
What does that could mean? Anything? Has anybody heard anything? We could be.
Look, brother, it don't mean anything because I dumbed it down. I said we heard it was supposed to be April, right? Has anybody heard any different? Hit the replay, bro. What you
all
mean
right, so what did we? I know what you said.
I heard it can be April.
Listen, but what did we say? Nobody's worrying about the date
we
that
ain't
you
on last
specifically.
Night. We talking about today.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't slide off last night. We gotta bring up last night because we talked about last. No, don't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. You can't. We just let me talk about last night as far as ruling out Edwin De Los Santos. Now you don't want to talk about last night as far as this is concerned.
Bro, you all over the place. You don't have.
I'm not at all.
That
we on target.
Talking about anything that's dealing with yesterday. It has nothing to do with yesterday. The information I put out today was strictly today. Today.
All right.
Period.
All right. So look, you said we talking about the fight not happening in April. The bulk of the conversation last night was the fight not happening because of Tank. Shelton said,
what was the information that was out there on Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, bro?
A lot of people are not even confident in the fact that, first of all, it's not even 6 months since the last fight. We know fighters, most oftentimes take 6 months in between fights. So that's one indicator. Second indicator is
untrue.
Hold on. But in Tank's case, not so much. He's an elite fighter. Usually it's every 6 months or so. So that's just what we saying. It's not always the case, but we just saying usually for an elite fighter. Some of them once a year. And we know this is true. So last night, not just that, but last night, the bulk of the conversation was this fight probably won't happen if Tank gets jail time. We had a large discussion on the fight not happening due to jail time. Listen, it's the fact that the fight it's not going to happen April 15th on a targeted date. That's what it's about. We already had a discussion that it's probably not going to be April 15th last night. And we gave plenty of reasons why it probably won't be. To me, and I've been saying this, and I said this on Twitter. I said it on Twitter. I got a tweet up from before your live stream where I said, this fight to me seems like a snatch and grab for money in case he got to make a payout or he ends up going to jail, pay out to the victim, or ends up going to jail. He got money for his family. I said this last night on your stream as well. And I said, if he does sit down, this fight still ain't going, it's not going to happen in April. And if you look at the language, when they say targeted date, again, that doesn't mean April. I don't know why anyone would believe that it's going, why would they confirm or believe that it's going to happen in April? Because they said they're targeting that date. You can target that date all day long. If something prevents you from making that date, it's going to be another date. The point
did
is,
you not latch on to targeted date November 19th when that information came out?
come on, man. I didn't latch on that shit because I'm not a Butter Spence fan. I didn't latch on that shit.
It's a phobia. Don't act like
I did not latch on that shit at all.
Now, you know what I'm saying?
That's not a phobia. It's language.
Listen, bro, you bringing up all this damn possibility, prognosticated jail time. Nobody know what's going to happen in the court. We just seen Blueface goddamn fire off shots, and he got out on $50,000 bond. Bro, we're not sitting up here prognosticating.
I didn't see no gun flash in that video. You know I didn't see no gun flash in that video.
It don't matter if
I saw that video. I didn't see no gun flash in that video.
He was arrested, right? He was arrested, right?
He was, and they let him go.
They found bullet holes in the truck, right? And he's on camera. You know what I'm saying? He's on camera for attempted murder. But my point in that analogy is this right here. I'm trying to explain to you that it had nothing to do with Tank Davis' possible court date and he might get time. I'm telling you that it deals with him stepping in the ring in January and having enough time to recover and get back in the fight camp. Because if he would have went in there early January and then got out the fight, recovered, he would have had to get right back in the fight camp.
Exactly,
and look and recut and dial it back in to go in there and face an even tougher opponent in Ryan Garcia. That's too close of a fight day. It didn't have anything to do with no court.
Exactly, which goes back to what I just said about elite fighters not practically fighting like that. They fight usually every 6 months. So there are multiple indicators that this fight probably not going to happen on April 15th. That's what I know based off the information I'm giving.
Like that in the chat, bro.
Because Because nobody's hanging on to the. You're hanging on to the date, OG. Nobody's hanging on to the date.
Put no date in there. Date signified by numeric characters. I did not put April date up there. I say he's not going to fight in April. He's going to fight in May or June. I didn't put no dates up there.
All right.
I can't hear a word you're saying, man. You went out, bro. I can't hear a word you're saying. I can't hear nothing. And listen, any one of y'all tuned in, man. Blunt's my guy, man. This ain't nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? If everybody can have a conversation like this, look, I try to have a dialogue with people, you know, without all the damn, you know, obscenities and shit like that, but it just don't happen. So, hey, you still on the stream, Blunt. I can't hear words you saying, bro. You still on the stream, man. I can't hear nothing you saying. Go ahead.
We ain't had no obscenities yet. So we doing great. We doing good. We having this verbal sparring. This is that work. You know what I'm saying? This is that work. But in general, like I said, you hanging on to the May or the June thing. None of us, I don't think any of us was too worried about the date because of what we already know is likely to happen. We already know based off the words targeted date that April 15th probably ain't set in stone, probably not going to be in April. So who's thinking about that? Like
I said,
we don't care.
Gonna be in April.
All right, we understand that.
Who put out Mike Carpenter put out April? Who put that out? Who put that out in the chat?
He said they're targeting the date for
correct.
April.
Who put that out there?
What do you mean? Who put that out there?
Who put that comment out there that Mike Carpenter said April?
Shit, me and somebody else should have said that.
Okay, then. And I told you it's not gonna happen. I told you it's not gonna happen.
Listen,
in April.
You're not listening. You're not listening. We said he said that no, you're not. We said that Mark Coppinger said it was targeted for April. Targeted don't mean it's April.
Correct.
Targeted don't mean it's April.
Listen to me. A lot of people run with the targeted date just like they did the Spence and
Crawford. Why ain't a lot of people?
They do. No, bro. You speak of a lot of people. You brought YSM into this, so you're gonna.
That's not a lot of people. That's one other person.
No.
That's one other person. That's not a lot of people.
I heard that from somewhere else already. I heard May and June from somewhere else.
I didn't say I heard June. I said I heard May.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, Mike Carpenter put it out, and you put it in the chat, and I told you. That's not happening. You're not. You still over skipping it. How are you still overlooking this targeted date part? Look.
You keep talking about Mike Carpenter said it.
All of a sudden, Mike Carpenter put out August. It's looking like August for Spence and Crawford. He put out August, right?
I'm not one of them niggas.
Look. Check this out. I'm telling you how I get out when I look for this information. He put out August, all right, and then he turned around. It was October, and then it was November. So people latch on to what he put out, period. He's considered a credible source. I'm not saying anything outside of that. I'm just saying this specific subject about April dealing with Tank in 2023. I know he put it out there as a targeted. I'm telling you, it ain't no target. It ain't going down in April. It ain't no target.
Hey, we agreed with that last night based off many other things other than just it being targeted.
Listen
Listen
to me, Blunts. It has nothing to do with it, the fight not happening because he going to court and all that shit. Now I'm talking
even
about
still
a short turnaround from him getting out of the ring with Hector Garcia is the reason why I say he ain't gonna be fighting in April.
Okay, so that goes, like I said, that goes back to what I said about elite fighters usually fighting every 6 months. So I understand. So like I'm basically explaining to you that I understand the fact that this fight's probably not going to happen in April. Give a fuck about what everybody, excuse my language, give a damn about what everybody think about.
See the point you're trying to make though makes no sense, man. About elite fighters. You're talking about elite fighters. Don't
they fight
every 6 months.
Once every 6 months.
This has nothing to do with it because Tank is about to debunk.
We can Google that, by the way.
Look, it don't make a difference with any Google because every promotion is different, bro.
We can Google it's the fact that elite fighters fight usually once or twice a year.
Under what promotion? Under what promotion, though?
Listen, it's elite fighters.
And elite fighters. Who is considered an elite fighter? Champions?
All right. So how many elite fighters this year, other than probably Bam Rodriguez, fought?
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Now look, you can't do this.
Look, check this out. You about to burn yourself down. How you gonna consider
Bam
an elite fighter? How you consider Bam Rodriguez an elite fighter? Because he took a risk and moved up two weight classes, and he seized the moment and beat Carlos.
He jumped right back in the ring.
Carlos Kudras. Carlos Kudras was the same guy in Jose Valenzuela. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting. How can Bam Rodriguez be considered an elite fighter off 2 fights? He won a title that was vacant. He defended it once, and he moving back down the weight class below. So how you gonna say he an elite fighter, bro?
Look, Stickum said sound like we saying the same thing. I mean, look, I'm not too far off. I'm not disagreeing. Look, that's what I'm trying to tell OG. I'm not disagreeing with the fact that the fight's not going to happen in April. I have many, in my own personal opinion, which I'm entitled to, I have many reasons to believe why this fight's not going to happen in April, based off the language that's been reported from Mike as targeted date, based off the trial, based off all these things. Is why I think it's not going to be April. And if the nigga does go sit down for 60 days, what are you saying? Well, I'm listening to you.
You're talking about.
So you want me to say, you want me to just agree with May of June? That's what you want me to do.
No, you keep on talking about some jail time. Exclude that out your memory bank. You
I ain't going to exclude that out my memory bank, man. I'm in Baltimore. I'm out here. We can't exclude that. It's a possibility.
No, check this out. You said that shit that happened with Tank happens all the time in Baltimore, but you think he's going to get some jail time. So I'm pretty sure if it happens all the time, they pretty much have people come and go with hit and run incidents and all that, right? And they don't do no jail time.
Does Tank have a record of acting up and getting arrested and shit? Did we not say that last night? Did we not say that last night that his...
Listen. I'm not in the court of law like that. I'm not doing the adjudication.
That's public record, OG.
Sitting there, bro. No, I'm not trying to go to public record because this case of the hit and run. Look, this case of the hit and run has nothing to do with his domestic violence. His case of the hit and run don't have nothing to do with him getting
track records are track records.
No, you told me it's public record, so I'm telling you his public record. Him getting into it with the damn bouncer, him getting into it and snatching this girl up and freaking getting into an altercation, him having a hit and run incident after one of his big fights. Yeah, I look at public record too.
Comment said, did Charlo fight this year?
It don't make a difference. What Charlo? First of all, what Charlo we talking about?
We know which Charlo we talking about. The one that fought in 515 days.
Male Charlo,
one time, right?
One time, right? He fought for a rematch against Castano. But the question was, did Charlo fight this year? Which Charlo?
The point was, you believe the fight's not gonna happen in April. We know what Charlo. Everybody and their mama know what Charlo.
Hey, Zakai. He said, did Charlo fight this year? That's what you said, right? You have to be more specific with me, brother.
That's what the man said in the chat.
I'm talking to him.
He said that.
I just said his name. I just said, did Charlo fight this year? And I'm saying, which Charlo, bro? Which Charlo?
You know, yeah, OG said you got to be specific. When you in here, you got to be a little specific. You know what I'm saying?
You got to drop a name. We have two.
You got to drop the
Charlos,
names. Name the names,
twins. Champ. And then not only that, Blunts, he's gonna ask me a question. Did Charlo fight this year? And he supposedly pulled out from a back injury. So I guess that's supposed to go in the consensus of the percentage of people fighting once a year or every 6 months, right? Because he pulled out from a back injury, supposedly.
OG, that's bogus. You trying to just slide past the fact when we both know it's true, man. These dudes most likely fight once every 6 months, man. No. We know this to be fact, man. Yes, it's a fact.
Look, look. My point with you is, who are you considering elite fighters? That's
Hank is going to be an elite top guy.
I'm not saying you're 100% wrong. I'm saying when you say elite fighters, you place that tag on them. Who are the elite fighters that you're talking about? Mandatories? Number one. I mean, who are we talking about in the ranking systems who are elite fighters? Champions only? You know what I'm saying? Interim champions? Who are considered elite fighters? Because we all know that certain people can get titles via email. Urdinas Ugas. So is Urdinas Ugas considered an elite fighter?
I would think anybody ranked in either the top 10 or top 5 is an elite fighter.
Okay, all right, I got you. So you're saying the 1 of 5. Being that we know how the ranking system works and people can move and shifts and do the 2-step up through the ranking system, you saying now 1 through 5, the elite. Okay, I got it. I got it, big dog. I got it, bro.
So
I got it.
Like I'm saying, all I'm saying is, and I did see May somewhere else. You gonna make me go out here and get these receipts for you? I'll get them for you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think we need them because I mean, look, I'm not disagreeing with you that May or June is a possibility. All I'm saying is, last night we alluded to the fact that April probably ain't gonna happen, and that's what your general consensus is that what they talking about this April shit. And for anybody who runs with this targeted date shit from Mike Coppinger, needs to understand that it's probably not going to be April. But if you don't have enough brains to look at all the other possible factors that could come into play, preventing it from being in April, then you got a serious problem. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. So again, the Edwin De Los Santos shit, we cleared it up together. We talked about all the possibilities of it not being April last night together. I heard the May shit somewhere else. You're the first one who said June. So I'll give you, know what I'm saying? If you want me to give you that, I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But all I'm saying is,
me shit, I'll take what I know is mine. I'm in possession. I'm in possession of what I know is mine, dog. You ain't got to give me what I already own.
If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. But if Tank got to sit down for 60 days, it ain't gonna happen in June either. So, I mean, I wouldn't even worry about
an argument. You can't use that as an argument. I'm not trying to. Grabbing straws, bro. You like trying to grab straws. I'm not trying to,
but it's a very strong possibility. If you heard Coach Malachi's show today, you heard him say multiple times the judge kicked his back,
sip out of
jail
a fifth
time,
with
and all
straw?
that.
Do you sip out of a fifth with a straw?
Come on, man.
Does the two link up together? Do you sip out of a fifth with a straw? That's all I'm asking.
If my fucking jaw broken in this wire shut, I just might.
So you just proved my point. You got fantasy tales out this motherfucker. You got shit that nobody else can think of unless they you. Cause nobody is coming up with a broken jaw to drink out of a fifth with a straw, shouty. We ain't doing that, dog. I got it. It's all good, dog. This dude, if his jaw is wired shut, dog.
Hey, how did 50 Cent was drinking out of straw and Get Rich or Die Trying after he got shot? You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say.
9 times, shouty. 9 times.
Hey, it was probably only once in the face.
Him in the jaw, and one hit him in the face. Yeah, I got you.
So I ain't lost, man. I'm a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. You feel me?
Man. I'll let you have it, man. I'll let you have it because look, who am I to sit up here and continue to say you took 2 L's when you're defending yourself? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to defend yourself, bro. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Why would I be mad if you're defending yourself? I said you took 2 L's. It's up to you to defend yourself, not me.
Oh yeah. You know, I already knew I was straight. I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? You know, I let you do your thing. You the big homie. You know what I'm saying? Look,
you know, I listen. Dude, Man,
I'll let you
be
top
trying to
me
talk
up real
slick,
quick.
dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude
You know what I'm
be trying
saying?
to pour Castrol into the conversation, dog, for real. He be trying to pour Castrol in here without people knowing. And then when they
Man,
slip
for
and
real.
fall and hit their head, he be like, "Are you okay? I don't even know why that shit slippery like that, but pay attention. Pay attention to that shit, dog."
Man, look,
man.
OG. Look, if for everybody, you know what I'm saying, you know, this is the big homie. This is OG, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really been in the streets. For people who don't know, I don't really, put all my business out online and all that. But I really been outside. I really had real big homies, real involved in the real things, doing real type of stuff. I got no problem, taking my game where I got to take my game. I appreciate the verbal sparring. It only make me sharper because it's gonna come a point where, if I'm doing big numbers on my channel without having to come out and make videos and really show my face and speak to people and do all that. So it's gonna come a point where I'm gonna have to do that kind of stuff. And this shit is getting me prepared. I feel like you one of the elite. I call you the godfather of the small channels. You ain't nothing to play with. You real fierce. So I take these things with pride. I'm the little homie. I'm only 29. You got the wisdom. You got the game. You been out there. You know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also a sharp tool. I'm not no pushover. I'm not going to keep my mouth closed. I'm not going to sit around and agree with niggas. I'm not going to, I can think for myself, do for myself, stand on my own too. And I'll bring my heat when I bring my heat. At the end of the day, you already know what time it is. Cause I told people, and I told Pop the other day, what we do and what we got extends off of this internet and off of this YouTube. I got mad love and respect for you. Mad love and respect for you. And I told Pop that I said, look, when OG go live, I don't give a fuck who live. I'm off they live and I'm tuned in to OG WCS. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never take nothing no kind of way. Never, ever. You know what I'm saying? That's not in my character. You have to put your hands on me, disrespect my kids or my mother or something like that for me to feel any kind of way about anything. All that shit that phase people on this internet, it'll never phase me. Cause I've been in real life shit, real life situations. So none of this will never be like that. You know what I mean? OG, you a real one. You extra solid. I got love and respect. But like OG KQKC, I call balls and strikes, baby. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna speak with a fair mind. I'm gonna definitely try to understand all sides. But I also want my, compeers and constituents to, also try to think how I'm thinking, to see how I'm seeing shit. Cause I'm coming into it trying to see how you seeing it. But I want you to be open and receive me the same way. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love at the end of the day. I fuck with you the long way.
No, it's all good, brother. Like, at the end of the day, man, like when we first linked up on the vids, I told you, man, like, your outlook on things, at your age, you look at what you were seeing and you was like, well, that's not something I want to be like or have the energy for when I get that age. But yet, it's just the point that you was looking at it through that type of lens. Your optics was showing you a situation that, dang, I can't believe what I know right now in my 20s. Why would I be wanting to do that if I'm that old? And look, a lot of stuff that people ask, they ask the questions like you asking. They ask those questions, but you have to kind of have a different type of how you put it, vigilance to recognize that shit. Like, you really can't stand too close. I always say this about YTC. You can't be too close to this shit because there's some grown-ass men on here and just act crazy. You know what I'm saying? They put themselves in a state of juvenility where they doing some childish type behavior. And you say, damn, I don't know why that's the case. But it ain't no serious. When I'm serious, I definitely make it be known that I'm serious about something.
Oh, yeah. Likewise.
And we went through that little that stint early on with the videos and the social media battle sparring, debating with somebody else, all those other dudes out there. And that's different than what we was doing tonight though. That shit wasn't even on that level.
Yeah.
And it was all good. I was just really, being a little bit
jovial
with you on a Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I enjoy every minute of it. I promise. The whole time I was laughing. I'm like, yo, this nigga's crazy, dog. I was going crazy the whole time. But yeah, I ain't tripping, OG. It's all love, man. Fuck with you the long way. I appreciate you as always having me pull up, defend myself, fight, fight for my case and all that. But just to put it on record, y'all, I won that fight. You know what I'm saying? I beat that boy. I did it for the hood. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be back on the next one. You feel me? Appreciate you, OG, man.
No doubt, for real. And just like people didn't believe Adrian Broner, I'm pretty sure y'all don't believe that either. It's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate everyone who pulled up, man. I'm talking a little bit more boxing though. Real talk, man. Appreciate the cast that was on live the other day, last night. I dipped away for a minute, so I ended up doing like a 10-hour live stream. I don't know when they actually dropped off, but that don't usually happen with me, man. You know what I'm saying? That don't usually happen with me. But yeah, let's go to some freaking topics, man. Okay, so Stanthionis and Virgil Ortiz, right? The title fight's been ordered by the WBA. So for a long time, we thought Stanthionis, who I've heard took like $500,000 step aside money, they're going to be ordering Stanthionis to step in there with Ortiz. That's a good fight. That's a really, really good fight. Seriously. That is a really solid fight. So we're going to see how that plays out in upcoming. You know what I'm saying? Stanthionis and Ortiz. And, moving on, I talked about Stefani Korkov facing Anthony Yard. This guy has, he's a Bulgarian fighter, and he pretty much had majority of his fights in Germany. This is a fight that's winnable for Anthony Yard. Well, it's supposed to be winnable. And, we just don't want to talk about the last fight that he had that's supposed to have been a winnable fight, but he ended up taking the L, but he ended up knocking the dude out, stopping him in the rematch. So, we're going to see how Anthony Yard looks on that and see if he's going to be the next in line for Artur Beterbiev if he gets the win. Or they might just supersede and say, okay, Bivol, we want to see Bivol and Beterbiev fight. You know what I'm saying? We're still trying to see what the play is going to be with Canelo's situation. We still want to see if he's going to have, I don't know. He's going to have it on his calendar, bro, to step in there again with Bivol. I just think that's a fight that's going to play out pretty much the same way the second time around. I think, if anything, Bivol's going to go about it differently the second time around, and Canelo might even take more punishment in the second round, because now Bivol knows Canelo's punching power. He knows that Canelo can't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? He knows that. But we have to give Canelo credit. He took some good shots from Bivol. But we seen Zurdo get hurt. Because there's two different fighting styles. We seen Zurdo get hurt in that fight with Bivol. So, styles make fights, and also every fight is different when it comes to strategy. You know what I'm saying? Offensive tactics. So we'll just see what plays out in 2023. That's the only thing we can say with that, man. Teofimo Lopez Sr. said he predict Tio will be two-time undisputed by 2024. That's a bold prediction. When somebody say BY, by, he didn't say N. He said by. So I don't know how that's going to take place. But Teofimo will have to fight at least 3 times. And those fights all have to be championship fights, per se. Like, he's having a fight in December, then he's going to have to get cooking in 23. He said Teofimo Lopez predict his son will be 2-time undisputed by 2024. By means it's going to be a 12-month calendar window for him to attempt to get undisputed. Now, the way it's looking at 140, with the belts being disseminated as they are, that's going to be a tough gauntlet to run, bro. He run that gauntlet, Teofimo, in 2 divisions. He just elevates himself to the next cash cow. I'm telling you. Like, he just elevates himself to the next cash cow, bro. If he's going up there at 140, being that we already know some of the fights that's going to take place, and also we know Rugaru is also waiting for his title shot. Regis Prograis is up there waiting for his title shot. That means he's going to have to cross paths with Regis. We still trying to determine what's going on with Josh Taylor. And then we have Subriel Matias and his opponent, Jose Cepeda, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, you have some tough fights that Teofimo will have to go through and run the gauntlet. Being that his next opponent is not for a title, that's going to kind of make it iffy. I can see if December 10th was for a title shot, right? It would be good if that fight was for a title shot. So that'll put one in the bank. If he can go in there and get that win, that'll put one in the bank. And then he'll have to go for the other three. And then I would even give him more clarity and more credibility to what he was saying if it was somewhat like Canelo, how he started off his 168-pound berth to become undisputed. If he can go for a 2-for-1 special. You know what I'm saying? If he can go for a 2-for-1 special right off the rip, then I'm look like, okay, cool. Bud gonna stop spinning. Salute to you. What's good? You know what I'm saying? What's good? Yeah, Lyndon Arthur, man. He's supposed to beat Lyndon Arthur, and he ended up dropping the L, but he stopped him in the rematch. Absolutely. Bud gonna stop spin. Said Yardy a hype job, but Turbiev gonna sleep him in a bad way. Man, I can't even debate that with you, bro. For real. I have no energy to come up with some damn far-fetched material to sit up here. So, I'm just going to debate for no reason. Nah. There's no debating in that. I think Turbiev is gonna give him that Ambien, that NyQuil, bro. And that shit is not going to be the non-drowsy NyQuil. That shit is going to be absolutely the NyQuil with a couple of perks in there. Shit, I'm telling you, bro, it's going to be some Ambien switched up in that mug, man. They're going to chop that shit, put it down. Man, it's going to be all bad, dog. It's going to be all bad, man. Real talk. Jamal Neezy with the $2 super chat, man. Appreciate you. One love, brother, for the donation. Let's hear your breakdown on Ryan versus Tank. Not this live. When I do a breakdown on Ryan Tank, it has to be a live dedicated to them. This live was convoluted, and it's going on 2 hours. So I will have to sit up here. You want to make sure. I don't do breakdowns, first of all. I don't really break down Ryan and Tank. I did speak on it in an earlier live, but I would want to basically, like boxing gyms. Boxing gyms do thorough breakdowns. Boxing gyms do thorough breakdowns. There is a mental, how you put it? You have to put yourself in a mental state of mind on being able to explain what you're watching when you're watching any combat sport. But to speak on it, you know what I'm saying, outside of having a general conversation, to look at something and use the right terms, to use the right language for what you're looking at, how the movement, what they're setting up, what's being executed. I think boxing gyms do a superb job with that, dog. They do a superb job with the transitionings in between frames on what they're explaining to the audience. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, but I will take the time. My breakdowns is nothing as educated as the way boxing gyms break that shit down. Seriously. He break that shit down slow, educational. He give you a curriculum. He give you a free class. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is listen in, and he will break that shit down to a T. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to boxing gyms, man. But appreciate you, Neezy, dropping that $2 super chat, man. Shout out to my guy Dion Washington on deck. What's good at World Combat Sports? Do you think Oscar's trying to cash out all of his fighters? It's been rumor mill that Oscar is trying to get off his fighters. You know what I'm saying? But why would he be trying to cash out Ryan Garcia? With 9 million plus followers, right? Why would he trying to cash out? Now, if you think it's against the law to make money off your fighters, then you're wrong. A promoter, if he's in a position where he, wants to put his fighter in big fights, that only expands, the stock value in Ryan Garcia, because up to this point, he ain't fought nobody. That last fight he had with Javier Fortuna, that was a joke, dog. Emmanuel Targo, a joke. You know what I'm saying? He needs a fight like this. So to answer your question, I don't think Oscar is cashing out. I mean, they could have said the same thing about Teofimo Lopez when Bob Arum, when he was with Top Rank, and he went up there and fought freaking Vasyl Lomachenko. Nobody would have thought him going in there with the amount of fights he's supposed to be stepping in there with Vasyl Lomachenko. They could have used the same question. You think Bob is trying to cash out? I don't think Oscar is trying to cash out his fighters. I think he wants Ryan Garcia to have a big fight. Of course he does. Of course. Why wouldn't you want your fighters to step in there with a big name like Gervonta Davis? Why wouldn't it? It's either now or never, man. Look at the records. You know what I'm saying? Look at the records. Experience-wise, you can't sit up here and continue to know it. 23-0, 19 knockouts for Ryan Garcia, and 27 and 27-0, 25 knockouts. Then 23-0, 19 knockouts. I mean, they both have over 20 professional wins. But we all know Gervonta Davis, he separates himself when it comes to the level of competition. People may not look at it like that, but let's be realistic. He's a 3-weight world champion. It don't matter if 2 of those divisions was WBA secondary titles or not. If boxing is going to allow all these titles to be in play, let's not get mad when somebody like Gervonta Davis maneuvers himself into position, picks up the strap, and then go up to 140 and pick up another one without any super titles being in play. Don't be mad at it. It's not Gervonta's fault. It's boxing. It's the sanctioning bodies that's up here allowing all these titles to be in the play for sanctioning fees. So let's not get mad at it. Let's not get mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get mad. You know what I'm saying? Mental 42. Okay, respect. Yeah, for sure. You know, like, I don't really get knee deep in the breakdowns like that, specifics. I would break down more so an MMA fight than a boxing match to me. It's just, I'm more enthusiastic about what I see and the studying, you know, the studying aspect being as depth as it is in mixed martial arts, being that there's multi chapters to mixed martial arts. You know what I'm saying? There are multi chapters to the striking disciplines, from your hands to your feet to all the limbs and joints that's associated to the submission game. It's a fascinating system. You know, I'm not saying boxing isn't, because you still got to be able to go in there and do what you do in boxing, be able to move, be able to get your timing down, all that. But I think my breakdown of mixed martial arts is a whole lot more thorough than boxing per se. But yeah, I'm not gonna go ahead and try to bullshit you on that, bro. But with the Teofimo Lopez Sr., yeah, Tio is going to have to be on the conveyor belt for that. He's going to have to be putting out freaking championship fights like it's cool. And I don't see Regis losing that title fight like he did against Josh Taylor. I truly believe he's going to be champion again. And Tio's going to have to see that man. And Regis is a true 140-pounder, bro. Regis Prograis ain't no joke, man. Teofimo Lopez ain't no joke. I mean, for his father to put out buy, man, that's a small window to be undisputed, bro. Something, he must know something. Like when they knew something to bail out that WBC tournament, I was around for that. That's a part of history. I was getting all the play-by-play on them, you know, not attending the WBC and going the IBF route. I knew all about why they was doing it, what they was doing it for, and to get to the pot of gold, and they did it. Real talk, they did it, bro. It's difficult to go against, what he's saying, but becoming undisputed at 140, man, that's a tough gauntlet to run. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying, damn. Ooh wee. That's crazy. Now, one thing I wanted to touch on, it was kind of funny to me, but it seems like it catches people's attention for conversation, and that is the fact that Ryan Garcia has made it clear that he will knock out Gervonta Davis. Now, this is on the back end of hearing the lead up and the promo of Rolly Romero saying that he was going to finish Tank Davis in one round. And for those who actually believe to make a video to think that, oh, Rolly Romero knocks out Tank Davis, here's how. If you chose to do a video and tried to break down that Rolly Romero had a chance in hell to knock Gervonta out, and you want to just do a video and believe that, yeah, he does. Well, I say the same thing for Ryan Garcia. I don't think he have a chance in hell to knock Gervonta out. I don't think he has a chance in hell to knock him out. You think he's going to come in there and land that left hook to the body? You think he's going to land that left hook up top? If he's still overusing it, right? If he's still abusing and he was reckless with coming in and being predictable with somebody with the ring IQ of Tank Davis, you think Tank Davis is going to allow him to get away with it like Luke Campbell? Last time I checked, right? The last time I checked. Let me share screen right quick, man. The last time I checked, right? Let me bring something up, right? Looking at his fight with Emmanuel Tago, who came in that fight 32-1. He went the distance with Tago. Tago was down in round 2 and he couldn't even keep him down. Ryan Garcia couldn't even keep him down. He dropped him in round number 2 and he couldn't even keep him down. The dude went on to pretty much answer the final bell. And we're not going to sit up here and think that, okay, we were so impressed and we're going to compare the 6 rounds that Gervonta went with Rolly Romero to the excitement value and Ryan Garcia and what he did with Javier Fortuna. It's no comparisons. People was tuned in with Gervonta Davis and freaking Rolly Romero, and people was freaking nodding off, cracking their head on the table, looking at freaking Ryan Garcia and Javier Fortuna. They was nodding off, drooling on themselves. But people was tuned in, eating popcorn, goddamn eating. Oh shit, man, what's gonna happen this round? The suspense was evident. People was paying attention to every second of that fight between Gervonta Davis and Rolly Romero, hands down. So all of a sudden, he goes to this one, Emmanuel Tago. He couldn't even finish him after stopping him early in the fight. And then you look at, right? You look at the fact that he's now trying to make another declaration similar to that of Rolly Romero. He's trying to come in here and talk that knockout talk. One thing we know about Tank Davis, he may be small in stature, but he has a certified official chin. He has a certified official chin, bro. Shout out to Tony Boswell in the building. What's good with it, Tony? Tank is going to stop Ryan. Ryan doesn't have any inside fight game. Tank will let him jab, then get on the inside and clip him. I said this before, right? And you're absolutely right, Tony. I said this before, right? that we haven't seen Ryan Garcia fight on the inside. We haven't seen him be able to be in the clinch and really be able to throw blistering or effective punches on the inside game. We haven't seen that. But we know Gervonta Davis will absolutely destroy you if you give him just a small wedge of space to be able to throw a hook or uppercut. He can throw that dang left or right uppercut in small places, bro. And that's a dangerous freaking consignment for Ryan Garcia if he gets complacent on the inside. If he gets to the goofy point and he's in a clinch and he's not really paying attention to that dang that badger, that freaking tyrant, that assassin that he's in there with, he's gonna get knocked out cold. He's gonna get knocked out cold, bro. I think Ryan has the best left hook in boxing. He improved since the Luke Campbell fight. Him and Tank 50-50. Oh my God. Oh my God. I had to take a moment. I had to get my breathing down. Sometimes when you read these comments, you just have to relax. Because, you get a little dizzy. You know what I'm saying? You read something too fast and you say, no, that just didn't happen. That just didn't happen. I didn't read that just then. Hell no. Hold up. I just didn't read that. Let me get my breathing down. Let me find my center. Bring it in. And let me reread that again. Bud Gunstop Spence said, I think Ryan has the best left hook in boxing. He improved since the Luke Campbell fight. Him Tank 50-50. God damn. That is a bold statement. Now, when I tell you that is a bold statement, that is a bold statement. That make you want to go out there and kick a turkey dead in his head and blame it on Bud Gunstop Spence. Hey, I ain't want to do it to you, but goddamn it, he put some shit out there that I just didn't agree with, so I had to go take it out on somebody. And since we close to the dang holiday, I thought I'd go out here and kick a turkey in his motherfucking head so I can cook it. I won't feel too bad, dog. I disagree, man. I disagree, big dog. Let me share screen right quick. I disagree with you, bro. Let me share screen right quick, if you don't mind. We need to share screen. I want everybody to breathe easy, relax, find your zen. I'm going to share screen right quick, okay? I just want to bring something up right quick, man. That's all I want to do. So we're going to take this thumbnail down right quick. So, Bud Gunstop Spence, right? You seen what he put up here. So this is Ryan Garcia. Let me go to the top. Ryan Garcia, 23-0, 19 knockouts, right? Okay. He's 24 years old. Still youngin' in the game. Has youth on his side, right? So does Gervonta. I think Gervonta Davis is like 27 years old, something like that, 27, 28. So when you say that he has the best left hook in the game and you put it out there, he had a fight pre-pandemic, right? Pre-pandemic, he stepped in there with Luke Campbell. Pre-pandemic, okay? Ryan Garcia was dropped in round 2. All right, we're right here. He was dropped in round 2 and Campbell down in round 7. The fight was stopped in round 7. Okay, when I'm looking at your comment and I'm digesting it, you know what I'm saying? I'm retaining it and I'm processing it to the point where I'm looking at, you said he improved. Now, when you say you improve, I immediately have to go to the next fight because we have to see what the demonstration is about there. Bud Gunstop Spence. I have to see what the demonstration is for. So the demonstration first has to go to Emmanuel Tago, right? Emmanuel Tago. We seen him drop freaking Campbell with that left hook, who was just a mannequin at the time. I thought the mannequin challenge was over, but no, Luke Campbell chose to do it after he dropped Ryan Garcia, right? So we go to Emmanuel Tago. Emmanuel Tago proved that, he's a tough fighter. He dropped him in round 2, but that same, that left hook, where was it? Where was it when it came to him attempting to zip up that win and stop that guy? He didn't get it done. I didn't see where the left hook played a significant role with Emmanuel Tago. That's just me, bro. That's just what I see. You know what I'm saying? And then with Javier Fortuna. Fortuna down in round 4, round 5, and round 6. Count it out, right? The lack of movement from Fortuna, especially from his previous fights, he didn't look like he looked soft. He looked like he wasn't even conditioned. He kind of looked like he didn't want to be in the ring. He was just there to cash in a check. He's all nice, man, and everything. Acting like he was so happy to be there. He was getting a check. Javier Fortuna was in the holiday spirit back in July this year, real talk. Because he was like, I get to damn cash this check, and I'm not going to fight for the remainder of the year. I'm good. I didn't see where Ryan Garcia really utilized that left jab you're talking about. Like, I just thought he had success in that fight because Javier Fortuna wasn't a Javier we used to seeing. Like, he didn't look as tough. He didn't look ready. He didn't look like he was conditioned. Like he had a thorough fight camp for Ryan Garcia. He just didn't give me that vibe, man, to basically compliment what you said, bro. Like a 50-50 fight with Ryan Garcia, who has not been in there with nobody close to Tank's caliber on his resume. Nobody on Ryan Garcia's resume come close to who's Tank stepped in there with. Nobody. Who? We're gonna look at Luke Campbell? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take Luke Campbell? I get it, bro. I don't know if 2 fights is enough. You know what I'm saying, brother? I don't know if 2 fights and those 2 names being Tago and Fortuna, I don't know that's enough for me to say, let me give him the nod in seeing that Ryan Garcia has indeed proved his left hook since the Luke Campbell fight. I mean, veterans participate in boxing, mixed martial arts, all martial arts. You know what I'm saying? But what we train in as a service is mixed martial arts. You know what I'm saying? It's multifaceted. You can be on the all Marine team. You can do all that. You know what I'm saying? Jamel Herring is a perfect example of that. Tank will win from body shot. That's a bold statement, ain't it? I think you was just playing, bro. For real talk. We still can barely see that hook on video in slow motion. Man, stop it. Stop it, dog. You can barely see that hook in slow motion if you're looking through the cracks of your fingers. If you got your whole hand over your eyes and crack your fingers, yeah, you can barely see it. He meant to say Tank. OG, Tank is a southpaw, so his left hand is way more dangerous. No, we need to understand. We need to understand one thing. That when it comes to the lead left hook, that is indeed Ryan Garcia. When the orthodox position, your right foot is your rear foot. Your left foot is your lead. And Ryan Garcia was being predictable with leading with the lead left hand, which also can be utilized as a jab. When you're in the orthodox position, your 1 is going to be your left. If you're in a southpaw, your 1 is going to be your right. Your 2 is going to be your left. In this case, Ryan Garcia He sticks to that damn left hand. He sticks to it. He loves that damn lead left hook. He loved the damn hook to the body with the left hand. Ryan disguises it really well and is fast and powerful. So if he catches Tank, he can very well drop him, in my opinion. Tank is much quicker than a lot of cats he's been in the ring with when it comes to defense. Now, do he get touched? Yeah, he does get touched. But sometimes Tank play around with his food just to see what he's working with. He just want to see if it's mild or spicy. That's all. He just want to see if it's mild or spicy. He found out Rolly Romero was spicy. So he said, let me just let that shit cool down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That shit just a little bit too spicy right now. I'm gonna let it sit out for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna return back to it. You know what I'm saying? But with Ryan Garcia, if he plays around with his food and Ryan Garcia cannot keep that man respecting him, like he doesn't keep him honest, and Ryan Garcia can't keep GERVONTA honest, bro. Excuse me, I ain't know I nodded off. Shit. Hey, ref, what you doing, man? I'm in a fight, man. Take me to my stool. No, the fight's been called off. You've been asleep for like 10 minutes now. You notice you're not in the ring no more? You're back in the locker room, son. You okay? Hey, doctor, he's finally awake. He's finally awake. Come over here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody get an ice pack. Bring it over here. You doing okay? You know where you at right now? That says it all right now. Just relax. The doctor's gonna come over here and attend to you, and we're gonna get you some medical attention. You understand? Just relax. You show courage in there. You know what I'm saying? Not as much as then Rolly Romero. You end up getting stopped in round 3, but hey, you put your heart into it, okay? All right. And when you get back online, you make sure you tell Bud Gunstop Spence that you tried to use that left hook, but all of a sudden, the power went out. Everything became dark. And look, I would be upset if I was you too, because they was talking about this on YouTube. So I'd be upset too that the lights went out all of a sudden and I couldn't find my way in the dark. Not only that, I didn't even know where I was. I can't even tell you how I got to that place. All I know is the crowd was cheering. I came forward, tried to close distance, and everything just went black. I thought somebody had hit the damn fire alarm in the building. I thought somebody hit the light switch to the main power grid. My God. Damn it. Man, my mental health. Oh, my God. Oscar. Talk to me, Oscar. What happened, Oscar? What happened? Did somebody throw a freaking frying pan from the audience? What happened? Did someone pick up the spit bucket? I mean, come on, man. He didn't knock me out, did he? Well, hey, wait till the doctors get to you, and we'll talk about this later, okay? Get some rest. Get some rest, Ryan. Get some rest, brother. You'll be okay. Man, y'all need to stop getting on this helmet like that, man. Everybody 135 fought Tank leftovers. I don't know about that, Dion. Like, who is Tank leftovers? He didn't fight JoJo. He ain't fought Ryan Garcia. He ain't fought Devin Haney. He ain't fight Teofimo Lopez. He ain't fought Richard Comey. He ain't fight Jackson Marinez. The only person, he fought Isaac Cruz and Ryan Garcia. Isaac Cruz didn't want to fight with Ryan Garcia, so he ducked out of that fight. And then they mandate him to fight Shakur Stevenson. Let me tell you another nugget, right? I've even forgot this nugget. Let me tell you another nugget, right? Okay, so it was people up here saying that Isaac Cruz is going to fight. He's going to be next. I even shut that down. I said it's not going to be Isaac Cruz because he got legal problems going on with him trying to duck out of another fight. You can't sit up here and not want to fight Ryan, right? And Ryan called him out, and then you turn around and they put you in there against that goddamn boxing emperor. You know what I'm saying? That monster moving up from 130. And Isaac Cruz like, no, I'm not ready. No, you can't go around here knocking out the Gamboas. You can't go up here, going the distance with Tank and say, no, I don't want none of those Shakur Stevenson, dog. He don't sell. That's not what we're looking for. We want to stick with Tank. No, you're not in the position just to make your own calls. So I try to tell people that fight won't happen because he going through his shit with trying to refuse to fight Shakur Stevenson. So I know he wasn't going to fight Gervonta Davis in January. That fight wasn't going to happen, bro. That fight wasn't going to happen. Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz and more. What's good with it, brother? I'm actually excited for this Tank versus Garcia fight. Which one? You talking about Hector Garcia or Ryan Garcia? I'm kind of excited for both because I want to see how Hector Garcia handles himself at 135. We saw what he did for Chris Colbert, and we know that Tank isn't Chris Colbert. I'm just saying. Tony said, yeah, I'm going to bet a lot of money against Ryan. I already got a few lined up. They believe in Ryan. Dang, okay, you gonna put your money against Ryan? I mean, that's a good choice. I wouldn't put my money on Ryan. Mild or spicy, facts, good analogy. I'm telling you, man, he gonna try to find out if Ryan really got that sting. Does he have that mustard that people think he has? For real. I agree. I'm just saying I'm not gonna count Ryan out. He's a good fighter. I want to see him and test him against Tank. I understand where you're coming from with that. I totally understand that he's a good fighter too. But you need to put an R in there and remove that O and add a T. He ain't a great fighter like freaking Tank. Tank is a great fighter, man. Tank's ring IQ, it's going to take a minute for Ryan Garcia to catch up with him. And it's not going to be in 2023. Ryan Garcia ain't catching up to Tank's boxing IQ in 2023. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. He's too smart. Look, the only reason I'm saying this, Bud, gonna stop spinning, is because I seen this man spar, bro. Man, he does some shit in sparring, and he doesn't. Man, he is a very astute student of the game. People just don't look at him like a student. Some of the stuff he does in there, man. Man, come on, bro. Dude, it's the truth, man. Dude, it's the truth. Tank doesn't really have leftovers at 135, and that's my guy. But he ducked Haney. I don't know why people say that. You can't duck anything you don't have access to. If you're talking about before he came into the equation, with Camboso having a pretty much a forced fight with Haney. You know what I'm saying? Because he was looking for Lomachenko. We know that. Like I said, when it happened, I said he's not looking for Devin. He's looking for Lomachenko. But that fight wouldn't happen between Haney and Gervonta. It was nowhere close to being to happening. Nowhere close, y'all. Nowhere freaking close, man. Y'all hold on for a second. Tank's never had a legacy fight or fought a top name. He's 28 and hasn't fought an elite champion at 135. I hear you, NO. Real talk. I hear you, bro. But once again, I always, split the book open, right? And I always, allow myself to understand what's in front of me as far as what am I trying to retain from the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's not one book that you can speak on when it comes to boxing. But what we do know, the index is always going to have all these freaking titles and sanctioning bodies, promotions, and all that. They provide a lot of avenues of approach to gain entry into boxing. It's too many avenues that you can go to gain entry into boxing. And with that said, depending on who you with, you can maneuver your way through the roads and through the traffic to become a three-weight champion without really, coming up to 35, boom, attacking the super titles, going up to 140, hitting the super titles. If they say the WBA regular title is a world chip, you can't blame Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta for taking advantage of it. You can't blame them for that. But I totally agree. I mean, if you want to say elite, I consider the process not to be rushed. I consider the process of patience. Because if that man is 28 years old and he's already a three-weight champion, he's still young enough to face those big names you're talking about. He's only 28 years old. Look at Canelo. Canelo is like 32, 33, whatever he is, however age. They still giving this man credit. Oh, he can go ahead and do whatever. Look at how old Lomachenko is. Every time Lomachenko steps in there, they feel that he can get the job done and all that. So if Tank Davis is 28 years old, don't you think he have enough time to step in there with the elite names? I do. I think he does, bro. Hey, Tank will knock Lomachenko clean out. Clean out. All that moving around on Tank, please. I want to see that fight. Seriously. Ryan just switched trainers too. He been bouncing around too much. Tank been with Kevin since he was a child. I mean, Tank has been with different trainers. You got to think he went over there to Kevin Cunningham. Shout out to Kevin Cunningham. He was over there training with freaking AB, Erickson Lubin, stuff like that. He went over there to Cunningham. He switches up too. Beating Tank would solidify him. Oh, absolutely, bro. If Ryan goes in there and beat Tank, man, and wins his first chip, it will solidify him as one of the best. And look, he would change levels so heavy, it'll be unfreaking believable, y'all. Like, he would be everywhere. They just waiting for him to have that moment. You know how I always talk about boxers, they not really on commercials and all that. They're not really being exposed in the mainstream media. Let Ryan Garcia go in here and defeat Tank Davis. Shh. It's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap, dog. Tank said if you beat Kambosos, he wants to fight him next. Devin Haney was calling him out after the win, and Tank has been silent ever since. He hasn't mentioned Haney since before he fought Kambosos. So, let's look at it this way. Is this really a debatable question as to if Tank ducked Haney when Lomachenko was always the third play in the 3-fight deal? Who's going to change that? If Haney is in line to face Lomachenko, and that was already set in stone and set in motion, if he completes this Aussie double and comes out of there the winner, he faces Lomachenko in the 3-fight deal. How can Gervonta once again duck something that he doesn't even have access to? He can't duck anything, you know what I'm saying, that he doesn't have access to. He can't go over there and say, oh, let's make this fight, when he's basically signed on to face Lomachenko. Hold on, y'all. You think Floyd having him cherry pick around, and do you think him having a regular belt and 2 out of 3 divisions make him a legit champ? Absolutely, I do, because I've been making my point the whole time. It's not up to us to figure out if the so-called say is he a legitimate champ. You know, the reason being when Canelo moved up and fought Rocky Fielding, did we say was he a legitimate champ, or did they give him credit for moving up and fighting Rocky Fielding for his first fight at 168? They gave him credit, right? Then he returned back up there and tried to start finagling his way through the belt system to become undisputed. But his first belt was absolutely the same belt that Tank has, a WBA regular title, bro. So I give him the credit. I give him the credit. You can't blame that man and snatch away his accomplishments and his badges, all because that is the scripture of boxing. That's just one of the chapters, rather, of boxing. They allow that chapter to be in the book. They allow it. They have so much going on. It's so many chapters in here with all these sanctioning bodies and what is a super title and what is a franchise title and one is this, what is that? That's their fault, bro. That's their fault. I can't blame Tank on whether he's a freaking legitimate champion. The belt is legit. The belt is legit. If you don't want questions, and that's a damn good question you ask, if you don't want questions to be asked like that within the community of boxing fanatics, then guess what? They need to clean it up just like Floyd did when he was on Fight Week with GERVONTA. He went on a whole tirade about why the belt is saturated. I mean, the boxing is saturated with belts. Because he could have maneuvered like Haney was telling him to do, make the fight happen. He stayed silent. I don't think Devin Haney can tell Tank anything, bro. Because, yeah, he was able to get all the belts from George Kambosos, no doubt. But Tank Davis is on pay-per-view. Tank Davis is a 3-weight champion. None of what he's done has been considered illegal in the sport of boxing. nor is it questionable. You know what I'm saying? And is it within the guidelines of boxing? It's within the guidelines. Now, if it's some talking points that's up for debate, I get it. I get your point. People always gonna read in between and say what's legitimate and what's not. But peep this out though. You always have to go back to this too, Bud Gonna Stop Spence, right? You have to go back to the point of when Devin Haney won the belts and they had Gervonta Davis ahead of him, and Devin Haney had all the belts, bro. How is that possible? How can we sit up here and talk about ducking when they had Devin Haney ranked below Gervonta Davis because they think he's a boring fighter, and that man went over there and completed the Aussie double twice within the same year. So how can how can we sit up here and act like there's no questions? Like, come on, man. How can we put this on Gervonta Davis and they weren't showing Devin Haney no respect? I'm just putting it out there, bro. I don't think it was a duck by Gervonta. He didn't have to answer Devin Haney. None of that shit. Like Teofimo, he chose not to answer Devin, and he picked Kambosos. He didn't fare well with Kambosos, but it still worked out for Haney. He ended up picking up 2 damn evenings of boxing over in Australia Outback, and now he's considered one of the best Australian boxers ever. He had the mandatory position. He refused to utilize it. Bill and Devin was telling him to, however. Tank never said a word, so it looked like a duck move. I can see where you're going with that. I can see where you at with that. But it's just not the way the paperwork was when it came to Top Rank. Y'all have to look at that, bro. This man is on another place right now, dog. He's in another place right now. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible to happen, but you got to understand, Devin Haney them signed with Top Rank, and then you have Gervonta over there at PBC. Come on, man. Lomachenko is an in-house fight. You think Bob Aaron's going to let that fight slide out, bro? You think he's going to let Lomachenko slide out? It's an in-house fight, and Devin Haney is... Man, come on. They got paperwork on that dude. They got paperwork, bro. Okay, the question is, do I count a franchise title? If Mauricio Suleiman implemented that belt, and for Vasyl Lomachenko, we're talking about the second only franchise champion, because we don't know why they gave it to Canelo Alvarez, only to not fight Jamal Charlo. Now that in itself is evident, but we can't go down here and take another black fighter and say, well, they presented Lomachenko with the franchise title so he won't have to fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney was not there. I can see if he would have won the WBC title and he decided to keep it, then of course he would have to fight Devin Haney. But that wasn't the case. They had other plans. The forecast was for Teofimo Lopez, for him to fight Teofimo Lopez, who they thought was a higher value of opponent for the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And plus, it allowed Lomachenko to attempt to unify the division. If Vasyl Lomachenko would have unified the lightweight division and defeated Teofimo, they would have said he was undisputed. Hands down, point blank, period. Just like they tried to remove that one loss off his record, they would have said this man is no doubt unequivocally undisputed lightweight world champion. They would have had Lomachenko name over there with B-Hop, Jermaine Taylor, Bud Crawford, Alexander Usyk, Josh Taylor, Canelo Alvarez. They would have had his name over there. Chilling, man. They would have had him over there chilling. So if Mauricio Suleiman put that franchise belt up there, and he has it in the ranking system so that the super title is a subordinate, and then of course we have to recognize it for what it is. Now, of course, people always say, well, it's not recognized by every other sanctioning body. Okay, I got it. But I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Mauricio Suleiman put that shit out there. He put it out there. He allowed that belt to be inserted into the lightweight division. And guess what? We not only had one, we not only had two, we not only had three, but 4 franchise champions, bro. Vasil Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos, and now Devin Haney. So you trying to tell me the franchise belt is bogus? Shit. It's always gonna be politics, big dog. Always, real talk. No, I'm just talking. I'm just talking to you, bro. I'm just talking. I mean, if I don't have no type of passion to explain to you my point, then that means I'll just take the shit lightly. That's not the case. I'm just talking. I respect the input y'all putting in here. Why did he say he wanted to fight Haney next? Then, if it wasn't possible, I don't know, bro. To be honest with you, I can't speak for the team. I don't know why he said what he said. To be honest, I don't know. I can't tell you, bro. I don't know. But you know, with politics come mind games, and you know how that goes in boxing. You know how that goes, man. Strategy, tactics, all that. But hey, big shout out to everyone who pulled up, man. Appreciate y'all. Man, I gotta go handle some business. Salute to everyone who pulled up. Thanks for the super chats. Everyone who donated to the channel. Man, hey, y'all continue to support, man. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports, man. I'm out.